You know, I find it so funny how someone can burn you so bad, and then as soon as you're doing good, they back in your life like none of that happened. Let me take y'all back. Boy, Miss Girl, she's a queen, she's a pearl, she's a diamond in the rough, but the greatest in the world comes this world.
What's going on? What's going on, good people? What's going on? Where you at? Where you at? Come on up in here. Just got finished my shoot, y'all. Just got finished my shoot. Whew, trying to get this video out. Good gracious. Hello, Kitty. What's up, Bradley? Brittany. Will. Champ. What's up, Champ? Eden. What's up, Champ? How you feel? Woo! Everybody, we up in here tonight. We up in here tonight. Hood Science, what's up? Lena. Howdy, Lena. What's up, Tracy? Sue, what we gonna do, Sue? Rebecca, hey. Hey. Go ahead. Woo! Taiwan. Michelle, what's up, Michelle? Hood Science up in the house. What's up, Adrian? Miss K. Brittany. God's Promise. What's up, Raphael? Raven. Halifax, Nova Scotia. Go ahead, Raven. You repping. Where y'all coming from? Come on, man. Y'all better talk to me. Where we at tonight? What's up, Cam Banks? What's going on? Life saving up in here, man. We just getting started. Did y'all see the title of what we're going to talk about tonight? Tonight is your night. Look, this is the last Love Bomb Wednesday of 2020. Tonight, we going to vent tonight. We going to let it rip tonight. All right? Yeah. So we going to do it a little bit later. But nonetheless, tonight, man, we going to let the narc have it. What's up, Ebony, baby? Terlin Sanchez, you knew? All right. You're going to get a chance to see how we do it. What's up, Renita? Latasha? Dolce. What's up, Dolce? Michelle from NYC. Massachusetts in the house. Detroit. NYC always deep. Feminizer down in, Nassau, New York. What's up, Shantae? Cam, you down in Houston. Marion over in Memphis. Hood Science in Brooklyn. Alabama, even Alabama. Philly, Brittany, you in Philly. Divine Destiny down in Miami. What's up, LDR? Wanda. Some good red wine for New Year's. I don't know, rosé, I guess. What's up, Ashley? Janie. What's up, Janie? Mom's phone. 17 years. There you go. Hey, Deborah, the scenario is tonight, we venting tonight. What's up, brother Dave? What's up with you? Man, tonight, we venting tonight. All right? We giving it back to the narc tonight. We giving it back to him tonight. Janie in the Bay, in Cali, out in the Bay. That's up in northern Cali. What's up, Eva? Taiwan. You got me. Hickory, North Carolina. Ashley in Massachusetts. What's up, Steph Lee? Yeah, we gonna get it in tonight, Steph Lee. Vent night tonight. Rebecca from South Carolina. Shell up in New York. Hey, we gonna let them have it. Kenneth over in Boston. What's up, champ? Susu. Susu, you say you finally learned how to control yourself? That's right. We're gonna get it in. We're gonna get it in. We can't go into the new year with the NARC having the upper hand. Come on, y'all. Hey, listen. Orlando down in Fairfield, Cali. Okay. What's up, Willie? What's up with you? Anne Marie. There you go, Cam. That's right. Man, y'all gotta check out this song I'm listening to, right? First time I listened to this dude was today. Somebody turned me on to the song. He talking about a narcissist that gave him PTSD. The name of the song is Shame on Me. This dude's name is B Mike. His name is B Mike. And the name of the song is Shame on Me. And he's talking about how the girl, you know, she was gaslighting him, future faking him, lying, cheating, and stealing from him. She dogged him. And it's in the name of the song is Shame on Me. Because I put myself through all that. See, y'all, it always going to come back to, you know what it is. You just not listening to yourself. That's all. Not listening to yourself. Janny, you know that one? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Shame on Me, B Mike. Yeah, man. Yes, indeed. We gonna vent tonight, y'all. We gonna vent tonight. Because tomorrow night we gonna do New Year's. We gonna bring in the New Year's. I'm gonna bring in the New Year with y'all tomorrow night. But tonight, we gonna get it out of our system. All right. Manuela from Munich, Germany in the house. Tonight, we are going to get it in. We're going to get it off our chest tonight. Tonight is how much, we're going to have a competition. How much can you say about the narcissist without using a curse word? How long of a sentence can you make without cussing about the narcissist? We about to let it out. Karma Rain, we gonna let it out. What's up, Ern? That's all we gonna do. You hear my man say, shame on me. Good gracious. Shame on me. That's right, Taiwan. That's right. Turland, Orlando. Hey, come on in here, Lando. You want to come on in? Yeah. Tonight is vent night. I'm about to put the link in the chat. Tonight is your night, Empath. Tonight is your night. You get to come on here, say what you got to say. Just don't cuss at them. Say what you got to say to them. Because they watching, okay? They watching. Yes, indeed. Let me copy it. There you go. That's right. Mom's phone said we made it through. We made it, y'all. We made it. Y'all didn't think we was going to make it. We made it. We made it, man. We made it, y'all. We were not supposed to make it. And we made it. We made it. Good people, we made it, man. We made it through. Orlando, I just put the link in the chat. Everybody that want to vent tonight is vent night. Okay? We gonna talk about it. Let them have it. They done put you through all this craziness, all this year, all the years you dealt with them. They have put you through all this craziness. Tonight is vent night. You hear me? Tonight is your night. What's up, Rhonda? Uh-huh. Yeah, what's up, Myrna? Hey, Myrna, we letting the Narcs have it tonight. Woo, Glow 60 Glow. What's up, Glow 60? Crystal. We letting them have it. We gonna let them have it. Y'all want to come in the chat? Y'all can come on the screen with me. I got there we go. What's up, Cam? Aha. Look here. I'm gonna bring Cam in. Cam gonna get it started, y'all. Cam gonna get it started. What's up, Portia? What's going on, Danny?
What up?
What's up, Cam?
What up?
What's going on, champ? How you feel? What you
good, brother? I'm good, brother.
You good?
Man, I can't complain. When I say you saved my life this year, man, I was down bad, brother. Down bad.
You on the ropes, man.
Man, look, man, I was in Japan with my narcissist, man. Had me isolated, future faking, the whole nine, man.
Go ahead.
I was down bad. But when your video was suggested to me on YouTube one night, man, I was just up late, really just doing some research, trying to figure out how I could fix the situation I was in. Saw one of your videos, and it was like a light bulb went off in my head, man. When I say that you saved my entire life, I instantly changed up, instantly switched up.
Come on.
I knew exactly what to do. I claimed my power back, man, because I was in a bad spot. You know, I was in a bad spot, I'll admit it. But it wasn't that person took away any of my power. They took away my peace. Once I got my peace back, I was instantly refilled.
Whoa. That's what I'm talking about, man. Mm-hmm. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Like watching you, being able to watch all of the other people on YouTube that have been inspiring us to get better. And when I say it does get better, it might seem like you're in a tough spot right now. It might seem like it's difficult. When I say continue to watch the videos, even when you feel like you're done, even when you feel like you've had enough, even when you're sick and tired of hearing Harry tell you about yourself, trust me, it's gonna be for the better of yourself. Trust me.
You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it, man. You owe yourself. You owe yourself that.
Mm-hmm.
You owe yourself, you know, sticking to the regimen.
Mm-hmm.
You owe yourself sticking to it, man, because when you don't, it's easy to just fall back off.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to fall back off. Brother David here in the bathroom. Come on, Dave. What's up, Doc?
What's going on,
Doc? Hey, man.
Like I said,
at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, man. It's all about finding the cure for you.
Right.
Because ain't nobody coming to save you.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. You got to dig yourself out of this hole, man. At the end of the day, you got to dig yourself out of the hole. I'm going to put all the groundwork that I can give you out there. But at the end of the day, everybody you got to save yourself on this one. This is
absolutely
where you got to fight the battle. You are fighting for your soul.
Yes,
it is spiritual warfare, man.
Mm-hmm. And anybody that's doubting it for 1 second, do not doubt it. They know your worth. They just hope that you don't. So trust me, they know exactly how valuable you are. They know exactly how much you do for them. They know exactly that they cannot lose you. And they just hope that you don't find out that they are a bum, that they're trash, that they're a leech, that they can't do nothing for you or anybody else around them. And even if they are with their new supply, showboating and doing what they can do, just remember that you're not sick, that you're the healthy one here, and that you can make yourself a better person when it's all said and done. So, brother, I cannot thank you enough for everything you continue to do for me. I cannot wait to bring in a new year with everybody tomorrow. And when I say you have saved and changed my life for the better, I am a witness to this. I have a testimony now, and I'm going to stand in my power more than ever.
That's what it's all about. That's what we here for, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you getting in here and just letting people know, because there's a lot of people standing back watching, trying to get it together, man, just hoping A lot of people are watching the videos, are watching the lives, and they want to participate, but they're sitting in a seat, man, and they stuck. They like, man, I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know how to get out of it. That's the biggest part, and that's the thing that survivors. That's the thing that we all have in common. We got out of it.
Yes.
You might feel like it's got you feeling crazy at first. But the thing is, man, it's so many people stuck in it. They stuck in it and they don't know how to get out. And they're watching because they're trying to figure out, how do I get out? How do I get out of this? How do I cut this thing off with this person? See, a lot of us who have gotten out, and I want both of y'all to, give me some commentary on this, man, on how y'all got out. But it's people who are watching. They want to know, what did you do? How did you get out? How did you escape? Because a lot of times, once you escape, it's like you got this syndrome, like I'm free, I'm out of it. Like, hold up, I don't know how to act, and then you take them back.
Yeah,
you're like, I miss them, I'm lonely, and maybe they was wrong. They don't know what they're talking about. Nah, I don't feel good. This doesn't feel good. So tell me how you got out of it, man.
Well, I'll tell you, for one thing, I had to really wait until I got back in the States. It was a very unfortunate situation. This person actually ended up taking advantage of me, trying to sexually assault me up to the point where I had to wrestle this person off of me. And then once that happened, I realized this person is sick. This person is beyond me. So what I did was I made a plan for myself. I decided I'm going to value myself more and realize, like I said, you're not sick. You might be in a very sick situation, but you are not crazy. You should not be embarrassed. You should not be upset. You should trust your people, your friends, your family, the people around you that really know who you are and know what you provide. Because that's what brought me out of the situation. If I continued to doubt myself and believe that that person was everything that I could be for me, it wasn't true. None of it was true. I was gaslighting myself to a certain extent. But once I actually put down what I had to do for myself and wrote it down on paper, because it takes a lot to write it down on paper. For me, when I see it there every single day, that's when I know I got to get it done. And if you are sitting here believing in somebody and trying to trust anything outside of yourself, you're really losing. So like I said multiple times before, man, you got to really trust and believe that what you're doing is for the better of yourself. And you don't want to be out here hurting any longer, right? So what you need to do is heal from that. Because somebody out there, especially the person that's with me right now, definitely deserves me at my best. And what I'm doing right now is to make sure that I'm doing that by doing the work, by watching these videos. Like I said, even when you're tired of hearing him tell you about yourself, even when you feel embarrassed because that was you doing the stuff that just made you feel like an idiot, it's okay. We all been there. But that's what the healing is about. Start from ground zero, build yourself up. It's on you. Nobody's coming down from the sky to save you on this. Woo! Take responsibility for your own actions and build yourself up from the ground up. It's really that simple. You are powerful. Super empaths, we got to unite.
Bruh, you dropped it. Brother Dave, welcome to the show, man.
What's up, Hario? How you doing, man?
Hey, man, I need you to come in here and let them have it, dog. You got to tell them. We got to know. Give us the story, man. Help some people out. People are out here waiting. They want to hear how other people got out, got away.
So my story is it's a real long one, so I'm going to try to keep it short because I know there's a lot of beautiful people out there trying to get in on this wonderful platform that you've created here. My situation was really unique. I was with the same person for 13 years. I was married to my narc for 13 years. And it was always like one of those situations where I felt like I would just give and give and give. And if there's two words that could kind of sum up my narc, it would be never satisfied. Like, it didn't matter what I did, what I gave her, like, it's just like these people are insatiable, and I really appreciate what the young man said as far as writing this stuff down, because one of the things that I find that people don't talk about enough is called cognitive dissonance, right?
Talk to him. Talk to him.
And these narcs are so good at turning your reality like kind of around on itself that they can get you to question the craziness that they put you through. Like, so what I started doing is I started journaling. I started recording on paper all the craziness that she had put me through, so that anytime she would try to gaslight me, anytime she would try to project on me, I could go back and I could look at my journal that's written down in my own handwriting and be like, no, like my truth is my truth. These things did happen. And like I said, the young man, he really is on point, talking about how you gotta take a stand. You gotta rely on yourself, because these people will steamroll you. They will get you to question your own reality. I had a situation the other day where the narc showed up in my house to drop off my kids, and she tried to give me a Christmas gift. And I just looked at her. I was like, "Are you crazy?" I'm like, "We're not in a place where we give each other gifts." And I gave the gift back to her, and she lost her mind. She completely lost her mind and ran off into the night. I mean, it was crazy, man. So when these narcs, they try to gaslight you, they try to get you to question your own reality. It's important to either have an accountability partner or a journal, so you can go back and you can hold the narc accountable for what they've done. I mean, it's amazing, their ability to manipulate good people. They are master manipulators, and I think a lot of people, they don't give them credit for how they manipulate people. You know, like credit where credit's due. Like Art of War, you got to know your enemy. And cognitive dissonance, your brain, it wants to protect itself, right? Your brain wants to protect itself, so it'll start to lie to itself and be like, well, maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe they didn't cheat. Maybe they didn't lie so much. But it's all true. It's all right there below the surface. My narc was like a litter box, Ariel. All you had to do was scrape right below the surface, and you see all that mess.
Bro, hey, Dave, you are dropping too much. Too much on him tonight, dog.
Yes, sir.
Everything that you saying is from you having to write something down just because they got you feeling so crazy, so psyched out of your mind.
Yes.
You're like, hold up, I know this happened, but they're going to make you believe it never happened. All they want to do, and see, the thing is, they're not going to totally undermine it. They're going to they're just going to plant one seed of doubt and let the seed grow. They're not going to just overshadow the whole situation. They just want to plant doubt on part of the story, not the whole story, just part of the story. They're going to say something like, you like, hold it, I know you was such and such at such and such time. And they're going to say, well, I went to the store. See, I was at the store.
Yeah.
They're not saying I didn't do it. They're not trying to undermine your whole story. They're just trying to create a space of doubt. If I can just get you to doubt just a little bit, then I'll grow that seed right there into your mind. But I like what both of y'all was saying, because I mean, you're absolutely right. You have to journal. You have to go behind these people. This is not a situation where it's just going to be a war of wits. The narc is going to lie about everything.
Yep.
I was saying on the video I did yesterday, they build you up so that they can tear you down. That's what that's what erodes at your, you having that self-confidence. That's what tears the self-confidence all down from you, because they have built up, and then bam, they snatching that rug from right from under you, and you're like, hold up, I thought you said I was this, and that's the reason that you trust what they say, because at the beginning of the entanglement, the narcissist, they're going to tell you all of these magnificent things about yourself. I've never met somebody like you.
And that's what I feel for.
Incredible person, and you're this and you're that, and you're buying it and you believe it because you've always wanted to hear those things about yourself. And now you got somebody telling you and confirming that you're everything that you ever dreamed that you would be to somebody. And that's why
I feel like it's like extremely important for you not to let them isolate you, because that's exactly what my narcissist did. Now, granted, I was in a whole nother country without my support system, but that's why it's extremely important for you all. And do not forget this, to vibe with your tribe. Everybody in those comment sections, everybody that watched this video loves you and wants you to be better. They want you to be safe. So come here if you need a safe place to be. Come here if you need that advice. That narcissist doesn't want you watching these videos. That narcissist doesn't want you reading those comments. They don't want you nowhere near somebody that can tell you, hey, that looks a little funny. And my narcissist, she was scared. You know, I'm a good looking guy, so she never wanted me around other women. But when I tell you right now that once I started feeling myself a little more, it wasn't even about the other women. It was more about feeling myself and knowing where my power lies and understanding that you're not going to isolate me and keep me out of what I need to do. And I'm also going to go where I grow at the end of the day. So I really do. I implore you all to go where you grow and continue to know what you know, because that person will literally do the best that they can to tear down your entire psyche and build you up to something that's literally nothing to do with it.
Yes,
and the fact of the matter is, I was with what's up?
What you know, man?
What's up? The fact all that stuff you just said, you are 100% right. Because I was with this narc for like 2 years, and she just broke me down like a fraction. Because I used to have like all of the confidence in the world, like as far as everything. But now my confidence is at 0. And my girlfriend, she recommended me to your channel. So, cause she was like, this woman still broke you down bad. Like, it's to the point where I don't even like to, I don't even like to hear like compliments, because I'm a nice looking dude or whatever, but it's like within myself, I can still hear her saying all those things that it's like, wow. Like, my mama told me about women, but my mama didn't tell me about this. That he broke me down all the way, just like
Hey, look, Raphael, don't feel bad. Nobody's mama told him that this was out here. This monster is out here prowling around and preying on people. None of us knew about this. This is new for all of us. It's new for all of us. Okay? And now we're just coming together. See, I'll say something. This has been going on throughout time. This has always been going on. But see, before, people would call them crazy. They would call them psychos. They would just call them something different. And we always had names for it, but nobody really separated them, gave them a category. See, now they have a category, and that's they hate the exposure.
They need a category, most definitely, because this woman that I was with, she broke me down. Like, I'm like, it's to the point where I don't even know how to get back up. Like, I'm in therapy, and like I'm in therapy and all that stuff, but I do not know how to get myself back up, because it's just hard. And at first, like you were saying, Harold, I'm not for certain if that's your name. Like it's like you've been saying in all your videos. I've been watching you for a minute now. They build you up, and they tell you, oh, you look nice and blah blah blah. But all that stuff started to go out the window, and then I was just like, is this a relationship that I'm supposed to be in? But now that's over and done with, and I don't know how to build myself back up and be like, okay, this is in your past. You gotta go forward.
Bro, you got to move forward. At the end of the day, you know, that's what the narc did it for. The narc wants you to fall apart. They did it so that you would fall apart, so that you would be defeated, so that you would feel totally and completely desolate, isolated, just feeling like you're nothing. They wanted, that's why they build you up at the beginning. See, them building you up is a control mechanism.
Boom.
Control mechanism, because when they pull that rug from under you and you're sitting there trying to figure out, what did I do? See, that's the first thing that you do is attack yourself. That's the attack yourself.
and that's when I noticed too. Like one day I'd be like, "Oh, you look good," and then I'm like, "Okay, stop with the foolishness." But I'm like, how could I let a woman break me down like that? I mean, she broke me down to nothing, and I used to have the most confidence in the world. Like I used to be confident, and I don't even know what happened.
Brother, it wasn't a woman that broke you down. It was a spirit, man. And listen, it's okay to ruminate. And we all are ruminating a little bit. But tell me, I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm a slow walker, but I never walk back. So you might be looking at that burning building as you're walking away, because that building is definitely burning down. Trust and believe. Ain't nobody coming to save it. Anybody running into that building after you is going to feel the same exact thing. It's not your place to stop them. It's not your place to warn them. That's a lesson that they need to learn. What you need to do, on the other hand, is go where you grow. Keep on watching the videos. Don't doubt everything that we're saying in these comments. I see you're hurting. I know you're hurting. I'm still hurting. I'm still gaining my power. But when you find yourself not wanting to share the great things that you have in life, when you find yourself not wanting to be better because you're afraid of this person, that is an anchor. That is an issue. And you need to rid yourself of all of that nonsense.
That's right.
I understand. I definitely get it, as I'm doing a lot better than she is, but I know I got some building to do, but it's just, that's why I watch your videos, and that's why my girlfriend recommended me to you, obviously. But it's just like she broke me down like a whole fraction.
Man.
And like when I started watching your videos, I was like, yeah, she did all this stuff. Like,
but you know what? The first thing you got to stop doing is you got to stop speaking power over what she did. Like she had this, she had that. No, that's the first thing you got to do when you're trying to reverse this process. You cannot speak power into the narc. You got to speak acceptance on your part in it. Just say, hey, you know what? We went through a lot.
I accept my part in it. Because I allowed the behavior to continue. I allowed the behavior to continue, and I wasn't.
At the end of the day, listen. At the end of the day,
I accept my part in it.
At the end of the day, we all got tricked into something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying turn around and point the finger at you and accept all the blame. I'm not saying that at all. Because the
facts.
No.
That's right.
No. I accept the blame, because it's like she was going through things in her life, but she had taken it out on me, and I was just trying to be there to help her. But then it got to a point where I just was like, I don't need to do this. And I finally got up enough strength to just say, you know what, deuces. Now she cussed me out, and she was mad. But now she's trying to be all nice to me. I'm not trying to hear it. Nope.
Oh well.
I'm not trying to.
Man, you gotta cut it off. You gotta cut the contact off. Hey, fella,
none of us work at Build-A-Bear workshops. We good. We're not here to build anybody up.
Hey, y'all got to tell you, man, the no contact is none. Not little contact. You got to cut them off, man. It's not gonna get better.
And Hario, you taught me that more than anything. You taught me I had to call the police on my narc to get her out the house. Now I'm a black man in America calling the police. If I'm calling the police, I mean business. All right, I'm not here to hang out with y'all. I'm not here to high five. I need this situation removed.
I need that situation checked. Because you know what? if you don't get that level of respect from them, then you're just going to sit there. They're going to continue to cross the boundary.
Yep.
If you don't, and this is what I want everybody in the chat to know. If you're not, if the narcissist is looking for somebody who has soft or non-existent boundaries, they do not understand when you're talking. If you're talking to them, they do not understand that.
Yep.
They do not.
And you know what? You're absolutely right. They do not understand that under no circumstances. They
Selectively
don't
stupid.
understand.
No, either you're going to
Because
cut
talking to them is like talking to a brick wall. I'm just saying it like that.
Man, I would try. I feel like we had better luck with the brick wall.
Facts.
Yeah, because that's what it is.
Well,
And
that's the thing about dealing with the narcissist. I used to think for the longest time that communication was key, but that's not the case. You can communicate all day, but it's like talking to a brick wall. Comprehension is key. If you don't comprehend exactly what you're saying, then it's a lost cause.
They do.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, Miss Frosty, come in here, Miss Frosty, and let us know what you know. What you got?
Guys.
Hey.
Hi.
All right. So, wow. Thanks, Terrio. I'm listening to you guys, and you guys are making such like, it's really helping, because a lot of people are going through all of this stuff, and I never knew, like most of us on here, that people are crazy. People are just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, but I would like to interject. I think that, Harry, I want you to do a show on tips tips for us. Like, we discuss them so much, you know what I'm saying? And, there's a lot of channels that, are saying like, oh, this is what the narcissist do. This is what the narc do. Okay, we understand that, especially after a while. But it would be helpful to just get up on here and be like, look, this is what you do next, because I see a lot of the comments, people want to express themselves and tell their stories. You know what I'm saying? I got a story to tell, but the thing about it is, damn all of that, because the narcs be on here and they love it. They like, oh, she talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, he talking about me, and so, right, they love it. Like, okay, that's energy. That's still giving them energy. And hell, it is, because we still in a place where, oh, well, we need to fix it. So how do we fix it? You know what I'm saying? Let's do a show on, like, okay, this is what you do, like, I might, that's just because that's where I'm at now, that, okay, screw them, screw the narcs and all the monkeys and, bananas and all of that stuff, let's just go ahead. Let me just go ahead and just go buy me some gold. So what? I had to spoil myself. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna sit and chat it up about this fool, or I'm getting ready to do some? If it's gonna be wrong, so what? I'm gonna baby myself. That's just one thing. Now I start planting stuff. How do what are some great tips for healing? I don't even like healing. I don't like that word. Get past it. You not enough, like, I like to downplay the narc, like,
one thing that you got to look at too is that, see, everybody is at a different place.
Right. Different,
Yes, everybody's at a different place in the journey. So, see, you're at a place now where you like, you don't even want to, hey, look, I'm good. I'm not even thinking about that fool no more. I'm moving forward.
No. I see. Now look here. I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say that. No, I definitely think about them every day. However, I battle it because, screw you. You know what I'm saying? It's just the take that works for me. Like, okay, no more woe is me. No more, oh, I did this. This is what had happened. And they did this. No more of that. Okay, empath, that's cool. Get past it. You know what I'm saying? Work hard. You know, just like you work hard to get that person. You know, that's why we so mad. We all mad because we put a lot of effort into them. You know,
Yeah.
but how about put all that effort? No, you can't have no more. Put all the effort back into you. I can't love myself if I would have just sat up and forgot my damn self. For 6, you know what I'm saying? For 6 years, I don't even know who the hell I am anymore. How about I take as, because if somebody took like, okay, like dude, one of you guys was like, you know, you was trying to help the person. That's what we all. That's my story too.
That was me.
Yeah, why know you want to help the person. Well, let me help you feel better. Oh, you're not feeling good today. You know, and they suck you in by complaining and throwing tantrums and stuff, you know, but it's so you sucked in. But how about just like you was so dedicated and passionate about getting to these people and helping them out, and they was duping you, you can still take that energy and help your damn self. You know what I'm saying? Go have a one night stand. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, just so what? So what? You know, because if you tolerate it so much from somebody else, you know, tolerate some stuff from yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go to church if you don't go to church. Do something new. What are the tactics and techniques that we can that people can do to move forward?
Ask that. You know something? Because I got something for everybody that you can do today.
Okay.
You know what it is? So one of the reasons that you get triggered every single day you think about the narcissist. One of the reasons that you get triggered is because your mind is already set up in a way where it's when
it was theirs. They had it. The narcissist had my whole, you know, they have our minds. Then when we get them back, it's jellyfish.
Hold on a second. So the thing is your mind is trying to make sense out of everything every day. So you go into your house, every day you go home. When you walk into your home, you don't even recognize that your house being set up the exact same way every day.
I just changed mine today. I'm listening. Sorry.
That's a trigger.
I just changed it. Look, I just changed it.
And that's what I'm saying. So you got to do things to throw your mind in a different direction so that it looks like a completely new situation. Go in every room of your house. Go in there and change. Just switch the furniture just a little bit so your mind doesn't see it and isn't triggered by just walking in the house. A lot of times you get triggered just by walking in your house and you don't even know what happened. But it's your mind is used to going into this place. And this is a place where usually you go through a lot of agony. And this is exactly how it looks. This is how the agony looks. So when you walk into those rooms and the furniture is done differently and you got different smelling candles in there, and you use it for everything, man, everything can be a trigger. You can not only things that you smell.
Yes.
Trigger you as well. So you want to go into your place. And that's what I suggest everybody do by tomorrow, because tomorrow's all over again for a new year. Change, just even if you're just changing things a little bit, change the way you got your pictures in your room. Add pictures to your rooms that make you happy. So you gotta offset the negative triggers with positive triggers. Go into your phone and take some of your pictures that you download and go to, I think you can go to either Walmart or CVS, one of those places, and you can just download the pictures in your phone, and it's only like, you know, $5 for a whole bunch of pictures. But frame your pictures, put happy pictures of you up all around the place.
Yep.
You got to learn to create positive triggers around you. That's how you create the environment so that when you walk in your home, you can be at peace. Because you don't want to be at peace if you're going into the same environment every single day and that environment has always brought you pain.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I will say this, most of us, you got to think about where you were, if you can remember, where you were before you met the narcissist. You were probably vibrating at a very lower place than you were before. You probably didn't like yourself. That's why you were looking for something in someone else at the moment.
I loved myself.
Everybody's different. But what I'm saying is there's certain ways that you handle yourself and you carry yourself whenever the narcissist comes to you, or it wouldn't have been attracted to you in the first place. Now, some of us are just caring, empathetic people, which is amazing. But some of these narcissists are out here prowling and praying for people that are just unsure of themselves at the moment. They really don't know they got going for themselves. And trust me, they know exactly how to use you if you don't know how to use yourself. So I advise you to dig deeper within
go ahead, break, sir.
You're dealing with a pro. Now, listen, for you guys down here on the bottom, Miss Frosty and Raphael, y'all said you feel like you loved yourself before the narc. Guess what?
Yeah.
If you loved yourself before the narc, you would not have listened and you wouldn't have went.
No, Harry, that's not fair. Okay, I want to intervene because I think that.
I gotta keep it 100 with you.
No, 100%. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I started off mad with you, but no, I love it. I love the honesty.
So if you were in love with yourself, the first thing that you would have did in the first conversation was you were already thinking, it was a side. Listen. I know this. I'm not asking you a question. I know this. The first conversation was the first conversation. If you loved yourself, it wrong. It would have rubbed your spirit wrong. I'm telling you what I know. I'm not telling you what I think. If it rubbed you wrong, you would have knew what you were doing. See, and I'm saying that to you because the next relationship you're in, it's going to be crystal clear for you. It's not.
For sure.
You're guessing and you're kind of hold it. No, you're going to learn how to listen to your inner voice, your spirit.
Yeah.
That's what's going to lead you on the rest of it. And when you love yourself, you love the way you show yourself that you love yourself is you're listening to your spirit. You're not listening to this up here. This up here, your mind, that's what got you in there with the narcissist. Thinking that you can them, and you cannot. They are masters of deception.
Yeah, I thought, oh, okay. Okay, you doing that? Oh, I got you, because I thought I was tough. Okay? No. On a completely different level, these people are. Like, completely.
That's why it's important for us to be uncompromising and unwavering in our faith. And trust the research and knowledge that you're doing. Trust the videos. Trust what you're reading. Trust what you're seeing, because it's all facts and it's not coming from the narcissist. So you know it's going to be a little bit helpful for you.
That's right.
You know who I trust? I trust you, Harry-O. I trust you, Harry-O.
Yeah.
All right. Because I love you. You just told me if you love yourself, then you wouldn't have been in the first damn place. Okay, well, you better let it not be known. I love it, though. You know, the truth is cool.
Hey, the truth is, listen, at the end of the day, we all, the truth is like sunlight. It's just like sunlight.
Yeah.
You look right at it. Sometimes it's very bright and it can be difficult to look right at it. But at the end of the day, it's going to save your life, because we cannot have life without it. So you're going forward. And that's one of everybody's biggest fear. Listen, you want to know if somebody's a narc, ask them questions when you meet them. Listen, a narcissist is not a deep person. They are surface dwellers. They are not going beneath the water. They are dwelling on the surface. Ask them a question. Ask them to define a great relationship. Ask them to define love. When you meet them in the first conversation. And so
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question, Harry-O. Okay, so, and I want to go back to what you said. Okay, so because with mine, I thought, okay, so I thought I loved myself. And you're right, because the red flags did go up. But that was a lot later. I mean, come on, like these people are liars and trickers, you know, and they're very smart.
Listen.
Right in the beginning.
Listen, you may not have seen the red flags until the building was on fire.
Right.
Yep.
That's me. That's me. I didn't know.
So that's
right.
What you didn't see, you walk right past those kids in the lobby that was playing with matches and candles.
Yes. All right. Yes. That is so true. Right.
You're just seeing it
I think that was my ego. Like, oh, I'll be able to do it. I'm so awesome. I'll be able to help this person.
No fear of the kids playing with matches.
Right.
And, you know, it just looks cute to you until that building is a full 5-alarm fire.
Correct.
Now you're like, whoa, hey, I didn't see.
Right.
Kids was down there.
Right.
Burn the building down.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. A narcissist is not holding this stuff back. All this, I didn't see stuff for 6 months. Well, you didn't start seeing it until this building is fully engulfed in flames.
Right.
The narcissist, you know. Go ahead.
Hey, can I speak on that for a moment?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So all I want to say is, like, unlike a lot of people, I saw all the red flags right in the beginning, but I was at a point in my life, I was almost 30. I'd already had one failed marriage behind me, and I felt that ticking clock. I felt like, okay, I'm pushing up on 30. I already got one failed marriage behind me. Like, I need to get real with my life. I need to find somebody. I need to marry that person, have kids, have a family, get real about life. And I saw all the warning signs early on, but I ignored them because, like, it was for my own selfish reasons. I thought, okay, you know, I got one failed marriage behind me. I'm pushing up on 30. Like, I'm gonna make this work. Like, I was determined, you know, and all the warning signs were there in the beginning. I mean, my narc was a textbook narc. She had all the troubled childhood, the troubled past. All of her ex relationships were dogs, according to her. You know what I mean? Within 2 months of dating, she had moved into my apartment. Within 9 months of dating, she was pregnant with my child. I mean, this is like textbook, like, come on in. I'm going to love bomb you. I'm going to trap you. I'm going to reel you in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And the warning signs were there, but I just ignored them. I ignored the spirit. I was raised in the Lord. She wasn't. I was unequally yoked. I was unequally yoked to this person. And I knew it. But I thought, you know what? Like, I'm a man of God. I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna save this woman. Like, I'm gonna make it work.
Yes,
my mom and dad were together for 30 years. So I'm on some, like, baby, we're gonna make this last forever tip. You know what I mean? Right. And she exploited my kindness, bro. I gave and gave and gave until I couldn't give anymore. And then I gave some more. And all I wanted was just a little bit of reciprocity. Reciprocity, that's it, just a little bit back. And a couple times I asked her for reciprocity, she would mock me. She'd be like, oh, you want me to get on my knees and praise you? Thank you. And it's like, I gave everything to this woman. So I just want to comment that I know not everybody sees the warning signs in the beginning, but I'm man enough at 42 to acknowledge that I saw the warning signs and I willingly ignored them. I ignored the spirit that was talking to me. I ignored it all because I thought, you know what? Like, I'm a be the best man I can for this damaged woman, and I'm a fix her. I'm gonna fix her life. I don't want to change her. I just wanted to show her a better way of life. I wanted to renew her faith in love, to show her that true unconditional love could exist. And this year, my whole life's been destroyed. I lost my wife.
Can someone mute themselves? And hello.
I had to sell my house in November. I'm back in the apartment. Like this person has destroyed my life. And I found that a lot of times we get stuck in rumination, and I've had to retrain my mind. So when I start to get stuck in rumination, right, I got to almost tell myself to snap out of it. You know what I mean? So I'll say to myself in the beginning, my mantra was, give it to God, Brother Dave, give it to God. As soon as the narc would come into my mind,
it's very hard to
tell myself, give it to God. You know what I tell myself these days? I'm sorry, my dear, there's no real estate here. As soon as she pops into my head, that's what I gotta tell myself. I gotta drive those demons out. If your mind is like a clean swept house, what does the Bible say? The unclean spirit will enter. If your mind is like a clean swept room, you leave vacancy for that narc to come in and rule your spirit. So I drive it out. I willingly drive it out every day. And my mantra right now, like I said, I'm sorry, my dear, there's no real estate here.
It is.
Good one.
We got Eva Roberts.
Can we take times on actually?
Go ahead. Hey,
so we can hear each other. so we can hear each other.
No, you got to mute your. You can't watch the video while you listening. It's gonna give you feedback.
Hear each other, so we can hear each other.
No, you gotta mute yourself. You gotta turn the You gotta turn it off. You gotta turn YouTube off, or it's not gonna let you. It's gonna keep getting feedback.
Right on, gotcha.
Okay. You gotta turn it off.
What I would say to folks is like narcs know what they are doing. What I would say to
Hold up. See, that's what I'm saying. You gotta turn it off.
You gotta turn one of those devices off. One of them has to go off. Only one device can be.
Oh, okay. I think. Oh, okay. I think I see it.
You gotta turn one of those devices.
Here we go.
Got it.
Sorry.
That was good advice.
My bad.
Welcome to the show, Miss Lady.
My bad. But what narcs usually do is they always will come back several times, and that's what you have to understand about it, because that is a behavioral disorder. It's not a psychological disorder. It is a behavioral disorder. And as soon as you understand that is behavior, behavior is hard to change, even when people get older.
That's right.
Like
That's
so
bad.
this person might not change even in their 70s, because I've seen it. We've all seen it within the last couple of years. I won't mention the name.
I agree.
But
I agree completely. I know if you're like me out there, your narc may not be coming back because my narc is ashamed. My narc ran like a coward. My narc attempted to sexually assault me. I got out of the situation, and now they're running like a coward. They're all on the internet doing what they can do, and that's fine. I won't be going to check on that stuff. But if you're just like me and you won't get that apology, just trust and believe that you need to go and go where you thrive and go where you grow and dive into the tribe. Watch these videos, like I said. Go and do things that you've never done before. If you got to start doing DIY projects, if you got to learn a new language,
me too.
if you got to go out and start writing music or learn how to play an instrument, whatever you can do to get back into you, that's what you need to do at that point. Because I guarantee you, no matter what that person says, whether it be sorry, I apologize, give me another chance, it's not going to feel as good as moving away from the situation.
And
I guarantee
the thing is that you're probably not going to get an apology from a narc.
What? A what?
You're never going to get that.
Never. You're never going to get an apology.
And so what? Screw them. Like dude was saying. I'm sorry. What's your name? The one with the thing. You got a thing. Okay.
Damn.
Yes. Go do some music. Go do some other stuff. Go get close with God. Go to church or go learn gymnastics. Go do something else. So what if they don't give you an apology? And bye. That's it.
Yeah, don't.
You know what I'm saying? That means that you love yourself, because you know when people expect, they want something from the person. They want something from the narc. The narc knows it. Okay, so 1 + 1 = 2. Okay, so then bye, because I'm 3, right? So I'm gonna move forward.
Here's the thing: the narc looks at you as fuel to fuel their narcissism. That is what they thrive on. They use you as fuel to keep their narcissism up. And that is actually from a person that is an ultra narc, which I didn't know about until this freaking year, that there are levels of narcissism.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they Super Saiyan 5 narcissists out here. You gotta be careful. You gotta stay trained. Dragon Ball. You gotta keep on sparring. Get up in the hyperbolic time chamber. Level up. That's all I can tell you to do, because they ready. They out here. And they've been going unchecked for so long. And now we're all getting together, like you said, Hario. We're reuniting. We're getting together and making sure we move as a unit to know how to define these people and call them out for what they are. And it's okay if we know. They ain't got to know that we know. We know.
Yeah.
And the punishment for them is that they're not with us. And I want you all to rest in that solace and understanding. The punishment for them is that they're no longer with you, no longer have access to you. And no matter what they show you, they're hurting for that good supply. They're hurting for that grade A Wagyu steak. All right. But you
Yeah.
They
can't give
hurting
them
for
no
your
more.
energy.
It's over with for
If
that.
you, all y'all people got energy. Harrio got energy. Brother Dave got energy. What's your name? What's your name?
Ken.
Okay, you got energy. I got energy. The other people, they hurting for that energy, but they really not hurting. They move forward. But a lot of the people that I've seen on here have a certain, energy about them that I've seen on Harrio's show. And they either fun or charismatic or whatnot, and so that's what the narc like. They love it. It hurts them when that leaves, because now they gotta go through 10 more people in order to find, somebody entertaining, somebody intelligent. What attracted to them, what attracted them to that person. You know what I'm saying? So basically, and I have one more thing to say, and then I'll shut up, because I will just really run off but look, it seems like what I've my theory is that they always want that one, and the one that they want, they hurt the most. They hurt them, like they stab, they try to kill them. But it's the one that they really, it's the one that they don't feel is really vibing on them. It's the one that they feel like, dang, this person's so awesome. I don't want them to be awesome for nobody else. Let me just start some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Let me just somehow ruin this person and make their energy go away, because I know they're gonna go get somebody and damn, I'm gonna lose them. I'm not gonna get them. So then
that is a big
sabotage.
that is a big part of it. And then it's like, let me make you sorry so I can be great.
Yeah,
Let
like
me make you
it's
sorry
like
so I can.
they wanted them your spotlight.
They want it, and they
And I know,
will. They don't want to. They will put a nice soda on your
you're
flame.
absolutely right.
Okay.
They will dim your spotlight all day long. You're absolutely right, because they don't want you to accomplish anything that's going to make
Not on their
them
own.
look.
No, they don't.
You know what though, people? That's one of the things too that has affected everybody, and that is how the narc cheating, triangulating, that is their favorite tool of pain.
Yes.
Because they
Oh my
always need a
God.
freaking source of something to make them feel better. And they don't mind making you feel less to make them feel better. And again, this is like a behavioral type of thing.
Well, the reason that they make you feel good is a control mechanism. That's how, see, if I control the level of you feeling good, that means I also control your ability to feel bad.
Yes.
Right.
And that's ridiculous.
So if I'm telling you everything you've always wanted to hear, I'm just whispering sweet nothings to you, and I'm telling, hey, you know what? You're just the best thing that I ever had, and you're just a great woman, and you're just everything to me. See, in the back of your mind, you've always wanted to hear that.
And that is the love bomb. That's the lovely bombing of it.
Exactly. So but see, the thing is, you believe it. You trust what they're saying. That's how they built trust with you. See, nobody can destroy your self-esteem if you don't trust them, number one. They have to come to you and build trust first.
And I feel like that was my biggest mistake, is trusting this one individual.
Sir, I do have a question for you. Why is it so freaking consistent lately that all of this is happening? Like that is it something that we actually noticed just now?
Well, it's not that we just noticed it. It's always been here.
Right.
We're just talking about, see, this is the thing most people don't see. We have this impression that because we're in a day and age, we're in a time where everything is about social media. And because everybody in here is watching social media, and we're thinking, okay, social media is this. social media, and this couple, they look so happy on social media. I want to be like that family right there on social media. So everything is social media. And the thing that you don't see is you're looking at what people want you to see.
Yes, correct.
They're not showing you a story. They're showing you a timestamp. That's it. Second in time that they're showing you. And somehow in your mind creates this illusion that, oh, wow, that's happiness. Those people are happy. No. Those people have a whole life that is attached to that timestamp that they're posting. But because we want what we feel is, that level of happiness, we believe it and we trust it. So now we're just at an age and a time where people want answers. People want answers because when you go to a doctor, if the doctor has never dealt with this, they cannot help you. If you talk to a therapist that has not gone through this, they cannot help you. So you're like, okay, a doctor can prescribe drugs for you because they're going to say from PTSD, and I can give you some drugs that'll, make this pain go away a little bit, but it's not going to address the issue. They don't know what the issue really is because it's all mental.
It takes time to deal with that, and I think that people want to get the really quick results.
Right. I agree. You got to do. You got to do the groundwork. You got to do the dirty work, and I think that's why I'm so blessed. I mean, I can speak for myself personally. As a Black man, we don't get a lot of this information. We don't get a lot of therapy. We don't get a lot of chances to go places where we see men that look like us expressing things like this. That's why I'm so blessed to have this channel. I'm so blessed to have my community of friends around me. Because when I'm able to look at this, it just helps everything out.
Honestly, it's men, period, because a lot of times, man, you would just be surprised how many, and the ladies, because we see mostly, it's mostly women in the chat. Men are just not participating on the same level that the women are participating. But I promise you,
I really wish they would, though.
We hear a lot about how the men are it's more narcissistic men. I promise y'all, it's 50-50 out here.
Yeah, it's a lot of crazy ladies out here.
I agree.
Man, if y'all knew how many men that I talk to every single day that are sitting there just trying to figure out, man, what is this?
It would be different if I didn't have to deal with these folks, with when they're going through things like child stuff. But I do have to discuss this with men, and it's like, all right, I can tell when somebody is like doing some narcissistic things for no reason, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Because I do court cases and things like that, and I'm like, why? Why?
That's who they are. That's who they are. It's you. One, I did a video on that. The question you never can ask a narcissist is why. Never ask him that. You never ask that question. You never ask a narcissist.
You know what, Harry? You had me busting up laughing one time. You was so serious, and you was like, a narcissist can be happy, and then they will do anything to ruin themselves. And I thought it was so funny. It's so true. Like they cannot be happy. So I'm kind of past that, but I wanted to touch back on what you had started when you said the triangulation. Okay, they do that, right, to just completely to really try to obliterate your confidence in who you are. You know what I'm saying? And like
the triangulation is done to destroy you.
Right.
A narcissist controls you through pain. If you just think about this, any of you everybody in here who has had a toothache before, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
That small
Oh my God, yes.
small tooth will make you go lay down in your bed and not move and put the covers on your head. Like, please stop.
Yes.
That is a great analogy.
And it's all about that little bit, that little tooth, that nerve actually will bring you enough pain to put you down on the floor.
Right.
Okay? And the narcissist wants to do the same thing because, see, what the pain does is it controls you.
It does.
We'll go to
Good job. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's a great analogy.
When you got a toothache, you're not going to go out here and live life normally.
No.
With that toothache. You're going to go to a doctor and get that handled.
So why don't we go to a doctor?
Huh?
Why don't we go to a doctor? Why don't we go to a therapist about this?
Honestly, because most of the time, a lot of people that I talk to, I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all would be even shocked to hear about how many doctors talk to me. Yeah. I'm not.
I can believe it.
Plot twist.
I'm never anybody's business out there, but I get inboxed by doctors. I do sessions with doctors. They're going through this because guess what? The one thing that we are not exempt from is narcissism. I don't care who you are.
Right.
We're not.
Right.
I have coached lawyers. I coach a little bit of everything. I coach a little bit of everything. Some things y'all see on TV, I coach. And I'm saying that to say this is an equal opportunity abuse out here.
Damn.
It's the equal opportunity hater.
Doctors
Yes.
Because if you go to a doctor and you're telling this doctor, listen, you know, I'm going through hell. That doctor just looking at you like, okay, why are you going through it? When you go to a doctor, basically they're going to kind of talk to you. Now, there are some doctors that know. There's some doctors, you know, you could go.
Not enough.
Romney. You go to somebody like Dr. Romney, and if you can get an appointment with her, because you know everybody going after her. But outside of that, it's rare to find a doctor that has gone through this and survived. Listen, not but gone through it and survived and can tell you what they did to get through this. Other than that, you're just gonna kind of get passed off. You're gonna go in there, sit down. They're thinking that you're just gonna talk about it, and if you talk about it long enough, you're okay. And you're not gonna be okay because they cannot identify. It's just like going to the doctor for anything else. If that doctor cannot identify exactly what it is that is ailing you, then he cannot cure you.
No, right.
Yeah.
Cannot help you.
Mario, my therapist told me she didn't even know what NPD was.
Damn.
She said,
and I tried it. I tried to go to a therapist, and you know, I'm a real bubbly person. So, you know, it was a male doctor, you know, and he was just like, well, I just went one time, and he was like, well, what's the matter? You seem fine. You know, you're a beautiful girl. You know what I'm saying? And
that's not a good therapist.
Look, the dude hurt me. I'm not, you know, aware. I'm thinking that he's going to fix me. You know, he's going to be able to understand what I'm saying.
That's not a great therapist at all.
No. And he was just like, well, you know, you probably don't even need me anymore, you know, because it seems like, you know, you're doing well for yourself. You have your inner, you know, he kind of gave me a blanket. I'm like, look, I'm crying. I'm upset. The man is screwing my brother's girlfriend. I mean, I know it sounds like drama, but yo, like, listen, the guy has been ruining my life. I don't know what this is, you know, but the doctor was just like, he didn't know. He thought I was just emotional, probably. Or
because
I'll get over it. You know,
you're going to a logical doctor for spiritual problems.
Like a therapist is not a doctor. A therapist is not a doctor, one.
Right.
And two, that is a freaking shitty, oh God, excuse me, a crappy.
I'm just kidding.
therapist. That is
Yeah, he was not good. So I didn't go back to him. But the point is that what I realized, what I was able to recognize and pull from that situation is that people, you know, doctors are people. A therapist is a person. Yes. A doctor is a person. You know, we're all people. And if they're not aware or they do not know, then they can't do nothing to help you. The only help that I got, like what you said in the middle of my screen, the black whatever. Okay, the only thing that helped me was Harry-O. I've gone on a couple of different other channels, you know, but they kind of get on my nerves, you know, whatnot. So the only person that I really, you know, I get up on there. I might not join in, but I'm always, you know, I got the notifications. It's Harry-O. But because, you know, it's just like you need to know, just like you were saying, Cam, you need to be able to resonate with the person that's trying to help you out, you know. And a lot of these doctors and therapists don't even know what in the hell. They just sitting there just letting you talk. No, I don't need to talk. I need some help because I don't know how to get rid of this dude.
Right.
You know, or I don't know why this dude is trying to get at my mom, you know, or whatever the extreme thing that a narcissist will do, you know. They don't understand, but we all know on this page that there is a reason. Clearly they're sick, and we have, you know, unfortunately got sucked into, you know, a situation, you know, what do you call that, Ariel?
Situationship.
No. What's that? What did Jada say?
Entanglement.
We have got entangled. Okay. And entangled in, you know, some trash. Basically, that's what it is.
I'd like to answer that original question about, you know, why most people don't go to like the doctor or the therapist on certain things. And I believe it's all about the state of recovery that you're in. A lot of us are still in that victim state where they're hurting, they're in pain, they're looking for answers, they're trying to make sense of this crazy situation. A lot of us are now moving to that survivor phase where, okay, we're not as hurt as we are, we're starting to get those answers, we're learning more about the situation, and we're moving forward. But what we're really trying to be is that ideal state of thriver. Once you move past survivor and you start thriving and being better for yourself. So I advise you all, in each state that you're in, seek the counseling that you feel is best for you until you're able to really hold yourself accountable for your own actions. Because a lot of us are placing the blame on what the narcissist did. Well, they did this to me, they did this to me. When you turn that mirror on yourself and you realize where you are and where you can be, you'll start to soon realize, okay, what did I do to attract this energy? And what can I do to keep this energy away from me moving forward?
Right.
That's what
How do you get back to what if I really did like myself? So how do you get back to who you was? Like, I'm so mad that I'm a victim. I'm mad that I'm a victim. I don't want to be that.
Listen, you gotta kill that victim mentality. You're not a victim. You are so.
I know, but how do I get back to who I was? I was happy and like dude said in the picture, you know, man, all the confidence, all of the happiness, that's what attracts them, you know. But how do you get that back? You know, I want it back. I want myself who I was back. I was great.
You gotta work to get it back. Number one, you gotta work to get it back. And number two, you gotta realize in order for that narc to get into your life,
there was something wrong. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you gotta know what was wrong. Okay.
I don't know what was wrong.
You gotta sit tight.
I don't know.
I'll tell you, you gotta hold tight. So you have a mind, you have a spirit. Okay, if they're working like this, if they're like this, then you have strong boundaries. If they're not, if they're like this, that means that your mind is doing the thinking for your spirit.
Okay. You went over that. You talked about that before.
Hold up. So your spirit cannot lie to you.
Right.
Again, the truth is like sunlight. Okay, it is very powerful, and a lot of times it's very hard to look directly into the truth.
Yes,
It can be very painful to look directly into the truth. So when you listen to this, because this right here, it's giving you that arrogant attitude that I can outsmart
Right.
over here.
Yep.
In his telling you need to shut up.
Right. Right.
And stop moving. Like they teach you in the second or the first grade when a fire is out there. If you catch on fire, you got to stop, drop, and roll. That's
right.
it.
Right.
Drop and roll.
All right, damn it. Yes.
So if
that's great.
Your mind and your spirit are not working together. If your mind is not following your spirit, you got to make your decisions. Everything in your life needs to be made with your inner voice. If you're not making decisions,
especially if you're a freaking woman. If you're a freaking woman, we do have freaking inner voices that are actually freaking like that you hear a little bit.
Everybody has that same voice.
Yeah, that same voice.
Everybody has.
It's like this isn't it.
Yes, everybody has that same voice, but everybody's not listening to it. Again, we're trying to go out here and we're trying to. Oh, now you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make sure that tonight I'm not gonna give him any reason. He or she's not gonna be able to argue, and I'm gonna take everything that they're gonna try to create a fight, and I'm gonna make sure that they have no reason. And they still have a reason. You believe, right?
They always find a reason.
So we don't listen to our intuitions so often.
You're not listening to your intuition, because if you're listening to your intuition,
that's what they're good at, though. That's what they're good at, is throwing you off. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're good. That's why we're
doesn't matter
all
what
here.
they're good at, though. Doesn't matter what they are good at.
You're saying that you love yourself. See, when you love yourself, you're not listening to that. You're not even paying attention. You're not listening with this here. You're listening in here.
Yep.
You're saying, hold on, how do I feel about this? You're not saying, what do I think about this? You're saying, how do I feel about this?
Yeah. Boom.
Right.
I'm so glad you said that. Because while I was in Japan, I was out there every day going to temples and shrines, meditating and praying. And one of my mantras was, all of you, none of me. I was speaking to the spirit. All of you, none of me. Then I get home and see this nonsense. I'm wondering, why is this going haywire in my life? Oh, because it's not of my spirit. That's all me. That's something I chose to put myself into. When I actually asked the spirit to bring itself into and manifest itself in my life, it instantly showed me what was acting out. It instantly showed me what wasn't right for me. And I instantly got out of the situation. And that's why I'm so thankful for this group of people that are on this entire live right now. I'm thankful for everybody that's listening to us, because this is truly healing. And this is what some of us really need, is to get out of our own heads.
Absolutely.
Right.
And that's why I always say, go into the comments, because the thing about it is everybody hears things differently.
Right.
What was the scripture? It's those that have ears, let them hear.
Right, but sometimes I might say something, but the way somebody else describes what you're going through might hit you in a way that you can relate to what they're saying better.
Man.
Yeah, and that was part of the scripture when it's read in Aramaic. It's those that have ear, let them hear. So if you don't hear it at that time, doesn't mean that you failed the lesson. That just means that you didn't hear it at that time.
Right.
Get back to it.
Right.
And that's the important point. Is that you can hear it. You can hear it.
But again, see, this is the thing too. Honestly, a lot of us are just as shallow, and we don't want to admit it. But when you think back to it, most of the time you only dealt with the narcissist because they look good or they had money. They had something of influence.
Okay, so we are also as shallow.
So yes, we a lot of times we are.
I wasn't shallow because I thought that I could change
You're
the
dealing with
person.
somebody just off the fact that they look good, not what they're doing, not how they're treating us. They look good.
Mine didn't
And
look
you're thinking, oh man, you know what? We're gonna have some beautiful children, and I'm gonna look good when we go out and we make such a cute couple, and we get caught up on that superficial stuff, and we're not thinking, man, I cannot get along with this person.
No, it's not, and that has to do with a lot of things. The history of about like how people married back then, which people did not actually talk about.
That's true. That's true. But see, if he wants to marry you, so it's difficult for you to get away from them. They want to have a child. They want to get married. Especially if you're really a church-going person, you really have respect for the institution of marriage, and you have respect for the family. They know that an empath, the empath's worst nightmare is the dissolve of their family. They know that's your worst nightmare. That's your biggest fear, and they're going to use that fear against you.
I agree. We have to work on more than anything is forgiving ourselves for compromising and settling for less. I think a lot of us are still struggling and tossing and turning with the fact that they can forgive themselves for stooping that low to the bottom of the barrel. Yes, you did it. You scraped the bottom of the shoe for what you thought you needed. All right, you did that. You're never going back there. And like I said before, you might be a slow walker, but you do not have to walk back into that situation. Let it go and go where you grow.
Right.
I tell people every day when I started that saying about, did you pay your self-love bill today? Did you pay yourself in love today? That's about you making a confession to yourself. When I coach people, at the end of our coaching session, I'm gonna give you instructions. You gotta stand in front of a mirror and have a conversation with yourself. Okay? This is not a conversation or issue that I have with you. You got to get through this, and you are only going to get through this by building a strong foundation with yourself. Okay? And if you don't have a friendship, you don't have a loving, consistent relationship with you, you're going to continue to have this problem. You're going to continue to have pain because you think that the pain comes from the betrayal of the narcissist. The narcissist betrayed me. But the reality is, the pain is coming from the fact that you betrayed yourself.
Yes,
exactly.
That is true.
You hit the nail on the head.
I do have a question,
sir. You betrayed yourself.
Yeah,
exactly. You hit the nail on the head.
What I'm saying is, once you have identified the pain, that's the pain.
It is.
When you make friends with yourself, see, that's why I say you sit in the mirror and you got to have a confession with yourself. You got to say to yourself, man, I know I let you down. I know, I know that I know the part that I played in this.
Right.
I know that my inner voice have been saying to me, my conscience, my spirit have been telling me the whole time, this ain't it. This person is not to be trusted. Do not trust this person. But hey, you know what? They look good. And my mind started thinking, hold up, man, this feels good. Your mind is a drug addict. All your mind wants is dopamine rush. That's it.
Endorphins.
Your mind gets that chemical dopamine. That's it. That's all it wants. It doesn't care about the rest of you suffering. It doesn't. No. It's saying, hey, listen, I just want to get high right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
How does that work?
Right now, we figure this out, and we're gonna smooth this over. We're gonna be intimate with them, and everything gonna fall into place. And it's not
right.
When you wake up next to that monster's going to destroy you again.
Right? They're like, you stupid.
I'm telling you one thing. That's the truth. That dopamine is dope. I'm telling you right now. You better watch out for that. All right. Now I'm glad you mentioned that because I want a lot of people to understand if you can just do one thing, and one thing that really helped me out was I went to the mirror, and this is one thing that the narcissist cannot do. Now follow me here. If you can look yourself in the eye and lie to yourself, you cold. You're the coldest in the game. So what you need to do is look yourself in the eye and get in tune with your star player and understand where you are and refocus yourself. And don't lie to yourself anymore. And don't compromise your thoughts and your feelings. That way you can go and grow.
All right. Yes.
You can build, listen, you can only build a solid foundation on truth. And that's why I say, tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself, you know what? Hey, man, I got us in this. You know, I did this. I did that. I played this role in that. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You apologize to the man in the mirror, the woman in the mirror.
Yeah.
You got to say, I'm sorry. And you know what else? You got to forgive yourself.
I'm gonna start crying. I'm getting off.
I think that the hardest thing is actually forgiving yourself.
You not only do you got to forgive yourself, you got to step back and you got to make yourself a promise that instead of listening to this,
you gotta listen to your spirit.
You're gonna promise yourself you're gonna listen to that inner voice first.
Yeah.
That's how you're going to make your moves. You worry about dealing with a narcissist? I never worry about dealing with narcissists. Y'all think I don't still meet narcissists all the time?
All the time.
Right.
And people watch my channel. They send narcissists at me all the time.
I see him in the chat right now.
Hey.
The hardest part is actually forgive yourself.
But you got to promise yourself that you're going to listen to your spirit, your inner voice. Your inner voice is the one thing you have. That's the one thing that everybody has that cannot lie to you. It cannot mislead you. It cannot lie to you.
Right.
It's not going to.
Everybody else can. Your inner voice cannot lie to you. And the reason you're in all that pain is because you have not been listening to that voice.
Right. Inner conflict.
And
where were your antennas?
Everything is fine. I'm going to do this. I'm going to fix that. Everything is. No, it's not. It's not going to get fixed because you're not listening to your star player.
Facts.
Okay, sir.
Go ahead.
Why do people not listen to their inner voice?
Okay, so again, we got this thing right here that's on drugs. We got this mind that wants to feel good. And honestly, it just comes from having very soft or non-existent boundaries. If you have soft boundaries, non-existent boundaries, then you're going to negotiate when somebody says something or does something that you know isn't right. When you're talking to people, you're talking to them, but you know when something is rubbing you funny. You know when you're compromising, your own integrity. But up here, you'll convince yourself, I walk through that, knowing you did not stand up for what you claim to stand for.
Yep.
And there, the separation of your mind and your spirit, that is how a narcissist is going to enter right into your life because that's all they're looking for. They're looking for somebody who's going to think that they think they know what they're talking about. You think you smart. That's what they're looking for. I think that I know everything. That's what they're looking for.
Yeah, that's what mine told me. He said, you think you're so smart. You think you're so smart.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
No, you're an idiot.
That narcissist is brilliant, and they're just like Rick James. They are habitual line steppers. They will cross that line as much as they can with no regard.
You just hit the nail on the head, my brother. Habitual line stepper.
It is what it is.
I remember saying to
yeah, they are.
I remember saying there is no line that you have not crossed.
Oh, every line.
And I think that she looked for lines to cross.
Yeah, no, I think that yes, they look for it. They look for something to do that's just stupid. If you say, okay, please, they will look for something to go against what it is, exactly what it is that you asked them not to do, or they will do it.
It's and that is the behavioral misconception of what they do all the freaking time.
They like little kids. You know how little kids be, you be like, don't touch that. And then they put their hand up there and they look at you right in your eyes.
They're gonna find a line
and then they do it.
Toddlers.
They're
They're
gonna find a line across.
toddlers.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is really crazy. But anyways, we gave them all the energy tonight.
Release yourself from the freaking toddler.
Man,
in your life.
Those people, and then you know what? This is the other thing. You know, we get so caught up and wrapped up in trying to have revenge on the narc.
I want it. I want that revenge. I want it.
I'm gonna say this. Sometimes, you know, sometimes I'm gonna tell them, right. Sometimes you do need some revenge. You do need some.
For real? Don't say that, Harry-O. Don't say that, Harry-O.
Listen. I'm telling you what it is. Some stuff, you know, some stuff you ain't gotta wait on karma. Sometimes you get to yourself.
Right.
But
revenge is a dish best served cold.
That's right. And the way you serve it to them cold is, see, we get this thing that
success.
You cheat on them, or you do something to their car, or you do something to them physically. That's not
like I literally don't give a god freaking poo about what my narcissist did to me.
But this is the thing. When you get to a place in your life where you really, really are unbothered by whatever they're doing, listen, y'all, listen to me, and I want y'all to hear me clearly going into the new year. When you get to a place in your life where you're satisfied with you are moving in your life and you are gaining momentum, you're bettering yourself, your mind, your body, your spirit, your connection to your spirit, y'all.
Right.
It's important.
Yes. Listen, I'm telling you, you're going to forget you were in pain.
Right.
As you forget about the pain you were in, as you forget about that pain, the narcissist, remember this, man. The narcissist is in a perpetual state of pain.
Yeah. They can't be happy.
They cannot do anything that feels good. They are so toxic, so poisonous inside. Listen, that if they have to be by themselves, this is one of the reasons they have to have so many different supplies. If they afford to be by themselves,
because they can't even be alone by themselves,
they will literally be suicidal. They will be suicidal if they have to be by themselves. That's how toxic they are. They have to be around other people. And listen, when you notice they've gone on to somebody else or they a new supply or something like that, when you're jealous about their new entanglement and you want to jump in there and you want to bust them out and you want to break it up, don't do it.
No.
Get out the way. Hurry up and get out the way and let them enjoy. Because this is the thing. When you refuse to leave them alone, when you refuse to just cut that phone situation out, block them on everything, they still have the ability to come back in your life and still bring that toxic energy to you. They want your energy, whether it's
and it can be very dangerous.
So when you want to, if you really want to destroy their new entanglement, man, cut them off.
Yep.
Right.
That entanglement is, they don't have 6 months in that entanglement. And look, the people that y'all see get married to the narc, and they always go on. They'll find somebody else crazy enough to marry him.
Of course.
But remember this.
We should hope we be that lucky.
Remember this.
Okay, Matt, speak, sir.
Whoever they get married to, and they or in a long-term relationship with, remember, that person is getting tortured. There is no good in a narcissist, people. None. That you do not have the possibility of any consistent good behavior.
No.
There is no possibility of no possibility that you're going to have a good relationship, that you're going to be at peace with them, that you will ever have reciprocity in an entanglement with a narcissist.
No.
But anybody that they're going to be with, anybody they're with long term, I guarantee it. You cannot find one person that has been with a narcissist. You cannot find one that has been with a narcissist, and they come back and say, "Nah, you know what? They changed for the better when they turn 80. They turn everything." Nope. When I look at the people in the comments who have been with a narcissist for 40 and 50 years.
Yeah.
They're verifying it for you that the monster does not get better. They only get worse. And this is one of the biggest things I want everybody to be able to look at. One day you're going to be on your deathbed. Everybody has a timestamp on your life. You want to look back at your life and your years, and you wasted your entire life.
Damn.
Will the narcissist actually take care of you when you are? Will the narcissist actually take care of you when you are on the deathbed?
Hell no.
All right. Well, let's look at it this way. So if you are dating a narcissist, like I would look at it this way, like, is this person actually going to take care of me if I'm going to die?
Man, they're going to leave you. When they see you on your deathbed, they're not going to be there holding your hand. See, in your mind, that's how your mind thinks. They'll be there. They're not going to do that to me. And you crazy. They're not going to be there. They're not going to help you. If they come to the hospital, they're going to bend the cord to help choke you out.
Damn.
They were probably saying something like, well, I was there.
They're going to be like, I was there, but guess what? What you do with the insurance papers? Well, you know, I'm ready to get paid.
See, and I know each and every one of us just heard exactly what this man has told us. Believe what he said. It's almost like, I feel like Mufasa right now. Remember who you are. All right, because I think a lot of us just get caught up in this moment where we're in a state of confusion. There's dark clouds in the sky. I get it. But if you can make it through the dark night, there's a brighter day. So believe and trust what he's telling you. Nobody's coming back and saying it's okay now. That person's healthier. Nobody's coming back and telling you that this is a good situation to be in. And you don't need to go play Captain Save 'em and go help that person out of that situation. That is their lesson to learn. That has nothing to do with you anymore. Pick up your stuff. Pack light bag, lady, because you're moving on.
That's
all right.
Hey, Hario. Hario, I got a question for you.
What you got?
Hey, bro, because I think this plays right off what the young man was just saying, and I think this is a subject that nobody really talks about too much. I got a question for you, brother. So all you coaches on YouTube, and I watch a lot of you guys have helped me a lot. You're always talking about going no contact. I mean, I've heard everybody from Romney to you. I mean, there's so many of you guys out there doing the Lord's work to talk about no contact. Even Bishop R.C. Blakes, who led me to you, talks about no contact. But here's my question, okay? Are you ready for this?
Go ahead.
What happens when you are co-parenting, or as I like to call it, parallel parenting with a narc? Because I got a 10-year-old son and a 13-year-old son with this narc. I cannot go no contact, okay? I got to see this person at least once a week when we exchange the children, okay? And what this has become is all week long, I fortify myself. I build myself up. I strengthen myself. But when I see this narc once a week during the exchange of our children, it is a trigger for me, bro. And it's like those walls come caving down. And it's like all that work that I put in during the week, that prayer, that meditation, watching your videos, Coach, Romney's videos. I mean, you name a video, I've watched it out there, bro. I've been doing my homework, you know what I mean? So my question is, because I know I'm being long-winded, is what's your advice? Because I've heard Gray Rock, but for me, Gray Rock, like it only goes so far because these people know how to push your buttons. This girl showed up on Christmas with a surprise Christmas gift. I'm like, what you doing?
Bruh, so that's why that's why you don't hear me talk about Gray Rock. And I'm not going to talk about it. Look, it's all or nothing. It's we are in here. We are not winning by going halfway with this. Okay, you got a situation, and guess what? This is what I want to point out to you, and I'm glad you asked because so many people ask me about this, and I think they think I'm a little cruel about it, but I'm just being 100 with you.
Huh?
There is no such thing as co-parenting with a narcissist. There's no such thing. There is no such. I know you want. See, in the
No, I don't want to co-parent. There's another term called parallel parenting. So, like when she got the kids, it's her. When I got the kids, it's me. But if you got to see this narc once a week to exchange the kids, what do you do? Because it's a trigger.
So this is what I want people to do right here. Because you just said it. It's a trigger, and they know it. They do know it. In court. They set you up in court. When you go to court, you tell the judge, y'all, I don't want to see her. Let her figure something out. Let her figure out how she's going to pick the kids up.
Word.
But listen, Your Honor, I'm not in here to figure that out for her. Let her figure it out. That's our biggest problem. We always trying to figure out how to resolve the problem. We're always the parent that's always there to nurture the situation, and we're trying to figure out what makes us both good parents, right? We're going to figure out a way to make the narc a good parent also. Listen, Your Honor, if I got to drop the boys off at the police station, the hospital, whatever, it's one of her relatives, I do not see her.
So like drop them off at her mom's house, that kind of thing.
At a mama house or something, but I'm not going to drop them off to her. I don't want to see her. I don't want to come and by my house. I don't want to see her.
Stop that contact. Stop that contact.
You cannot get better if you keep on seeing her.
It
triggers you every time. And and this is another thing, y'all. When the narcissist is trying to get back in good grace with you, I want y'all to listen to this right here closely. The narc is not talking to you. Hear me closely on this. The narcissist knows your favorite melody. They know the note.
Yeah, they do.
Singing to you. They're talking to you in a way where they're really playing a song for you. When they're trying to get back, they sound just as sweet. They're giving you the exact same tone as someone that is the tone that they talk when they loved you or they claimed they loved you and cared about you. And that's going to trigger you. That tone is going to trigger you. But I want to get back to the other point. Y'all got to stop figuring this stuff out for them. Let them figure it out.
Facts.
Let the lawyers do their job.
You're going to see your boys. Sweetheart, you need to figure that out. Because you're not going to see them through me.
Literally let the lawyers do their job.
When you talk like that, when they see that you make a statement like that, they know you're not playing with them no more.
Right.
Courtroom, they know. They know all you want to do is be amicable. Your Honor, I just want to be fair. I just want to do the right thing. You can't do it.
A lawyer into that.
The narcissist is no contact. That's it.
That's the only time I get peace.
That's my point. And how are you going to cure it? How are you going to heal? If you got to see, it's like saying you got a cut on your arm, right?
Yeah.
Every week, somebody come rip that cut open.
Every single time she ripped the scab off. Every single time she ripped that scab off.
Bro, scab off and you put the infection right back in there. How is the cut going to heal if you open it every week?
That's real hard, yo. That's why we love you.
I would never suggest that you talk to the narc ever again. Outside of it is with your lawyer.
Yes, I agree.
That's what
I
lawyers
agree completely.
That's what lawyers are for. You have an attorney, you talk to your attorney. If you don't have an attorney, you tell the judge, Your Honor, I cannot see this person again. We can figure something else out that requires her to pick these kids up from somewhere where we can mutually agree that she can pick them up from. And I don't even want her to pick them up at the time I drop them off because I do want to see her.
Exactly.
She keeps
like you said, you have to stop trying to fix these things and figure out things for these people. Hang up your cape and put on your jersey. Get in the game. Realize what you're doing.
It's time. Hey, look, y'all got to come off the bench in 2021 because it's time
to literally
on the sidelines no more.
I might be Morty reference, bro.
Lawyers are there, and they're depending on where he is from. Lawyers are there. Cali, there are lawyers there. Look them up, and I would take it from that place.
Absolutely.
It's important. It's important to stay on your research. It's important to continue to build up resources that are going to help you because they're allies. Like I said, the narcissist has consistently isolated us. All right, build up your resources. Trust your auxiliary wits. They're here to help you.
Hey, listen, I just want to point something out for everybody in here. Do y'all realize how much stuff we talking about?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
You got to go to a doctor. You got to go to a therapist. You got to go you got to go to a lawyer.
Yeah.
To a paralegal.
You know what I freaking hate about that shit is because
Miss Lady.
You know what I hate about that is that I know how expensive it is.
For real.
Everything I just named gonna cost you some money.
It is, but you know what? You know what? The devil doesn't come in the form of the struggle, in the form of the rebuild, in the form of the grind. It comes in the form of everything you've ever wanted. So when that narcissist comes to you and shows you everything you want to see, shows you everything you want to look at, it seems easy. That's the road that you don't need to go down, and go down the road less traveled. Because I guarantee you.
I appreciate that, bro. He's an angel of light. He's the son of the morning, right? The morning star. The Bible calls him the morning star, right? The most adorned of all archangels, right? He was beautiful.
Woo! There you go.
Yes, if we went into that as far as music,
The chief minstrel.
To be honest, brother Dave, what is it that you what is it that you really would like? You know, what is it that you would like?
To be honest, the only peace that I've had in this year is when I've gone prolonged periods of time where I haven't had to see her or deal with her. A few months previous, I had my foot so hard on the narc's neck, to quote one of my favorite life coaches. I had my foot so hard on her neck that she would doorbell ditch to pick up the kids. So she would pull up in front of my house, she would walk up, she would ring the doorbell, and she would run back to her car. And I would just send my sons out to her car. That way we didn't have to like see each other, right? But what was weird is after a few months of doing this, she found some real subtle guile ways.
Yeah, very subtle.
Try to get back into my good graces. So the first thing she did was she addressed a crisis that was going on with my son's education, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, I know you're concerned about your son's grades, this and that. We need to talk about it. So like an hour phone conversation later, she was preying on my paternal emotions about what we need to work together because it's not about us no more. It's about the benefits of our child. And subtle and cunning was the serpent. The serpent was the most cunning and subtle creature of the garden. And that's how he was able to seduce Eve,
since
right?
since you know that and you can put a finger on that, then why don't you just go back like basically you pretty much know what you need to do is no contact, drop off at the police station, or have somebody else do it, because I mean if it's hurting you then it's hurting you, period. You know what I'm saying? So why not just go ahead and do that?
No, I've been contemplating just going through her mom's, you know, like just dropping them off at her mom's house and having her pick them up. But you have to understand, and I'm sure you do, Miss Lady, because you're going through the same stuff that we are, is this isn't a physical battle. Like when you go to play chess, right? Like say you're in a chess club, you're just playing chess against other human beings. When you go to the battle of the bands or a freestyle battle, you're just battling another human being. It's Ephesians. We're not battling flesh and blood.
But
We are battling spiritual wickedness.
I think that you know, the battle that is that's the game for them. So when you really just be clear and concise and you know just be like nah, and there's no battle. Right. It's no battle. You can right. only but you know it takes two people to battle. You know, so
you're saying clear the players from the chessboard. Clear the players.
No, I'm saying don't play at all. Don't play.
Clear the players from the chessboard. Don't even play at all.
Listen. That's not true. If you start to talk with the narc, listen. The narc ain't doing nothing you say. Okay, the narc does not feel compelled to listen to you
or accommodate you.
No. The narc is not going to follow the instructions from the courthouse.
No,
not going to follow instructions from you, and that's why I said. That's the reason why I said, let them figure it out. Stop making it your problem. If they got to, she's going to come to you because she knows, okay, when you cut me off, I'll go through the boys. I'll go through our kids. Guess what? I don't want to hear nothing about our kids coming from her. I want to hear it from the doctor or the school. Oh, and they need to send it to my attorney. I don't want to talk to her. Period. You gotta listen. You either gonna put up a boundary, or you gonna play their game for a long time.
I've been playing that game for too long, Hario.
Hey, and I'm telling you right now, it's like that movie War Games. The only way to win that game is not to play. That's the only way to win that game.
That's what I mean. Clear the chessboard. Clear it off.
To be honest, the best advice I would give you is shh. Don't say a damn thing. Let the lawyers
talking about like Lisa Romano, shuddy.
Yeah, just shh.
There you go. There you go. Because if you engage, listen, if you engage, they got you.
Yeah.
If you engage, they got you.
The problem is my kids, Hario. She's using my kids like if you want to see these kids, you got to play a little bit of chess if you want to see these kids.
You can't play nothing.
And chess is
that's the point right there. This part right here, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be challenging. But see, this is the deal. Either you want your sanity, you want your peace and sanity undisturbed, or you want to play her game. It's gonna go one of the two. She's gonna
to be honest, you know when you speak on the other person. You know, I'm a little tough when I do speak, you know, like, you know, so don't take anything offensive, but, you know, for anybody, you know what I'm saying? If you play the game or you worried about what they doing or, what they trying to do, then you're going to lose because you're not dealing with a person, you like you said earlier, you're unequally yoked. You are not like that person. You have feelings. You have a heart. You have compassion. You are well equipped with different things. You know what I'm saying? That your opponent does not have. So it's not going to go with it's not going to go in your favor because you have a heart. You know what I'm saying? You care. You know. So the fact. So everything is going back to what Dude said. You know, you have to, or I think you said it. You have to know it's the art of war or whatnot. You need to know your opponent. Understand that the most intelligent thing to do is to not deal with someone who you are unequally yoked with, because that person has the devil on them side. You're talking about God and you're dealing with a demon. So with that, you need to remove any game playing, any ego boosting. You are not going to win. You're not going to win because you're dealing is angel devil. Angels lift up, they go away. No, you don't deal with her. Don't deal with her at all, period. Ain't no what she doing. So what was she doing?
I'm just trying to see
what are you doing? No. What are you doing? You
That's
have
it.
to know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your next step? What is your next move? What you're not going to play the game. You're not going to do it. You are not going to do it. So with that being said, it don't matter what she's doing. It doesn't even matter. There's no chessboard. There's not even a chessboard on the table because you won't accept it. You're not accepting the game. It needs to be somebody else playing it. It won't be you.
All I'm trying to say is that I'm at a little bit of a stalemate because, like Hario said, like my next step is to go to court. But like Hario said, these people have no accountability and they have no respect. So like my next step is to go to court. But like these narcs, they're so off on their own little tangent. Like, they might not even respect a court order. So that's
because you care. Who cares what they do? I don't know. My take is who cares what they do?
Because I want to see my
kids. Who cares what they do?
The court order is actually important.
So
again, I just want to see my kids.
I've gone through that court thing. Yeah, I've gone through that court thing for 20 years. Child support, 21 years.
Yeah, you're a soldier.
I noticed like
I went to court too.
At a court order that says this is the day that you have them. This is the day they have them.
Right.
Times everything's etched out for everybody. I literally had to have a judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to have a judge go into the courtroom. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this story. I had to go because they want to play hardball. So I had to go to court because we already had established child support, which I was paying, and visitation.
Yeah.
So I was paying my support. I'm like, hey, Your Honor, I'm supposed to get my business. Well, dealing with manipulator, you're not gonna get your visit. I used to go over there, pick my daughter up. Oh, she not home.
What?
She ain't home.
Wow.
And listen to me. I used to have to pick my daughter up. I'm telling you the God's honest truth. I used to have a police escort to their house to prove when I got there, they weren't allowing me to see my daughter.
You had to prove it.
I had to prove it so that when I go back to court, because I went back to court, go to the judge, and now we got a witness. Your Honor, I go over there, they telling me my daughter's not home. And see, they would do it, and she did it in ways where you're not going to do it exactly the same way every time. But like if I had a vacation set up, or we going to Disney World or something like that, or a park, a theme park or something, and no, she not home.
What was the reason for that, though?
What was her reason or my reason?
Narcissist.
Yes.
My reason was I had to prove that I'm going over here to pick up my child. And I'm not receiving the business because one time, and she would tell the judge I wasn't showing up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow. That's terrible.
With the police to prove I showed up, and then I gotta go through this whole. Man, I gotta go through a whole process just to get my visit. So one day I'm at the courthouse. I'm going to tell the judge, listen, I done filed my motion. Going in there to see the judge, hey, Your Honor, listen, y'all got all the money, right? Okay, Your Honor, again, it done happened again. And listen, corporation counsel, this lady, the attorney for the government, we in the hallway, man, she walked up to me and cussed me out.
What?
For what reason, though?
In the middle
what was the reason?
In front of everybody in the hallway, man. I mean, she cussed me out. You are sorry, no good father. You don't show up to even pick your daughter up, and you this, and you that, and you sorry.
Trying to shame you.
I did not
say
one
the reason
word
for an attorney to do that.
Ooh, that's some strength.
I didn't say one word because I'm like, listen, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but if I don't get my visits hurt, she getting locked up today. Went in front of the judge, told the judge said, hey man, you back here again? Yeah, man, I'm back here again. I'm not getting my visits. She done told the corporation counsel I don't show up. She done told them I don't show up. Judge told me, hey man, you know what? So today, what I want you to do is I want you to go to her house to pick your daughter up today as it on the order.
Yeah.
If you do not pick her up, I'm giving you permission to come to my bench tomorrow morning. I'm going to send a marshal to her house and arrest her for violating this order.
Yeah.
So that day, it was just like clockwork. I went to pick up my daughter, 5 o'clock. You got it. Nobody, she not home. You know what I said?
Dang.
I said, all right, because I already know what's gonna happen to you tomorrow.
Yep.
Right.
Oh,
Hey, Hario.
7 o'clock that night. The lady from this was tripped me out. Lady from Corporation Counsel. So my daughter's mother did not know what the judge had already said. Lady from Corporation Counsel, she went over there to find out if I showed up or not. So 7 o'clock comes around. She done told him, look, the judge sending the marshal over here tomorrow to lock you up for not letting him have his visit.
Parental kidnapping.
7 o'clock come around.
Yes.
They at my house banging on the door. You know what I did? And this is the lady from Corporation Counsel. She looking right at me. I got my screen door on, so she can't get in the house. I said, nah, ain't nobody home.
Dad.
Because tomorrow it's going down. This lady is out front of my door on one knee begging me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said that to you today. Please go ahead and take your daughter and everything is going to be fine. I said, no. You thought you was cute today in front of the court and you got out in the hallway and embarrassed me in front of everybody. You thought you just won today. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
So the lawyer was a flying monkey.
They actually just left my daughter there and then they left. So they
did what?
So her lawyer was her flying monkey, one of her flying monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Listen, I'm telling y'all, these kind of people, man, you're not, if you think that you're going to get any satisfaction, if you think they're going to follow a court order just because it's a court order, they're not going to do it.
Got no respect, man.
They're not going to do it.
No accountability.
They're going to take you through all of the motions because at the end of the day, they know how it is. Because, you know, when you put a motion in court, man, you're looking at 3 months before you get a court date.
Yeah.
Right? You're not going in there today and get a court date tomorrow.
Yeah.
And all they're going to say is, well, Your Honor, you know, well, she had something going on at school, or came back and came back the next time and he got the visit.
Yeah.
It's always going to be game. And that's why I said, listen, figure it out now and figure it out in a way where you don't have to have contact with her. Because if you do,
yes, I would agree with that.
I guarantee you,
Gonna be some bullshit.
You're gonna see days like that, and you're gonna see a lot of them.
Are we cussing now? Because it's been some bullshit.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. I think the beauty of your story, Hario, is that, and I know we all just heard that story. Not once did I hear you say that you stooped down to her level. Because when you stoop down to their level, they're gonna beat you with experience. And you have to understand that still waters run deep.
Right.
Not everybody that's acting out, showing out, doing it for the gram is crazy. And the same way with me, I'm chill. I'm not gonna go out here and go blast you and all that stuff. I'm just gonna chill on it. But that don't mean I won't get off on you. That don't mean I won't get my piece. That don't mean I won't get my bit.
But see, this is the thing, y'all. When I look back at it, you know, and the things that I've dealt with, the things that I've gone through, I look at my life and I look at their lives, and I'm like, man, I would not trade with them. You know, because they live a hard life. That's the thing that you don't get to see. I didn't see her life and how things went, but I can see it when I see her. It's like, whoa, okay. Okay, no, I'm cool. We cool. I ain't got nothing to say.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got nothing to say. She know what she did. I know the part I played in it.
Mm.
And at the end of the day, it's like this. As long as you stood for what was right at the right time, as long as you did the right thing at the right time, you don't have to worry about karma coming back and doing something bad. Karma's gonna come back.
Yeah. Yes.
It'll repay itself. Yeah.
It has. Listen,
Yeah.
every last one of us, you have to receive what you give.
Yeah.
That's the law of the universe. You
Yeah.
have to get back what you gave.
I'm trying. I'm paying her a bunch of money right now without a court order. Just because I want to see my sons taken care of.
Oh, you don't have a court order.
And I'm still paying it just to see my sons taken care of. Trying to be a good man.
Listen,
Like just being a good person.
I paid the child support. I still bought all her clothes, took care of healthcare, life insurance, dental, I still did vacations, birthdays, everything. Because at the end of the day, man, it's like as an empath, you're trying to prove you're not a deadbeat father.
Yeah, because I can't switch it off after 13 years, bro. I can't just switch it off. 13 years, father, provider, husband.
Exactly. Yeah, it's going to hurt for a little while, but guess what? Even though it may hurt for a little while, you still get the karma back. Because you're going to get karma. You deny your children, you're going to get that karma back.
But I'm not doing it for karma. I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. A man takes care of his children, period.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
You're their father. You're right. That's expected of you. As a father, that's your job. You're the provider. That's your job. You're not going to do the job. You know, it's like showing up to the pie factory, working in the pie factory. You ain't got your spoon. You know?
The scary thing is that a father and a mother also has to do all these jobs, and that is what we need to concentrate on. I would think.
Well, if you're thinking that a narc
can be provided, yeah.
I'm not thinking that a narc would do that.
If you're thinking they're ever going to have integrity, listen.
Right.
I don't think a narc would
it's
do any of that.
Never going to happen. They don't feel some type of way because they don't have, because they don't do certain things for their children that they're supposed to do. They don't feel some type of way about that. No.
Yeah, but how do we feel about that at this time in this moment? Because I can talk all the mess I want to about narcs, but what am I doing right now?
Right now, we strategizing. Right now, we're strategizing. We're strategizing for the future. Because guess what? Ain't none of this stuff written down nowhere. Right now, we got to figure this out.
Yeah.
The one thing that we know for sure is everything coming from that narc is a lie and is destructive. Everything. We think that there are safe zones. So my job is to help everybody understand there is no such thing as a safe zone with a narcissist. There is no safe zone. Don't think that because you got children that they're going to do the right thing with the children.
Right.
They will use children.
They're going, listen, no, not will. They're going to use your children. They're going to try to turn them against you. There's going to come a time where they're going to try to turn your children against you. Okay? And it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed they're going to turn anybody who has children with the narc at some point. They're going to use those children to try to say, I tried to keep the family together, but I couldn't get along with either your mother or your father. They couldn't do right. And they're going to turn it around like it was you. And see, you're thinking, they wouldn't do something like that.
Yeah, they will.
They absolutely are going to do that.
They will.
That's going to be the first thing that they do. Just like when they started dealing with you, they were already telling people you have issues. They were already telling people that, hey, you know what? That's my baby, though. He kind of crazy or she kind of crazy, but that's my baby.
Yeah.
Well, what is the remedy?
Got your back.
Like, is
Hey,
there
Mario.
a remedy?
Huh?
What is the remedy?
What's the remedy?
Yes.
The remedy is love self.
Yourself.
Establish a relationship with yourself. A consistently loving relationship with yourself. Because when you love yourself, everything else that comes around you that doesn't feel good, you're going to recognize, you're going to say, hold up. No, you're not coming around here with that negative energy.
That mess.
You're not going to come around here with this crazy mess. No. The answer is you loving yourself, because that's the only way out of this. You can talk all night, all day till we turn 3 different shades of green and purple. But if you don't address the issue of what the real issue is, and the real issue is self-abandonment.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into self-abandonment.
You abandoning yourself, your spirit. Your spirit's been telling you from the day you met that monster. Your spirit been saying, hey, this ain't it. This is not it.
Yes.
Your spirit was leading you out, but your mind was saying, man, this feels too good. You crazy. I ain't listening to nothing you say.
Yeah.
I'm hanging in here with this one.
Yeah. I know a lot of people.
They build you up every single day. And as they build you up, they're only building you up so that they can tear you down. But as they build you up, they're gaining momentum and strength. And they're gaining a position of power in your life and how you think, what you think about yourself. Once they've had power over all of that, that person can destroy how you think about yourself and what you think of yourself.
Right.
Yep.
I agree.
So we going into the new year, not scared. We ain't scared no more. Now we know we ain't really got nothing. Because, man, I'm going to tell y'all this now. If y'all saw how pathetic they live, how pathetic they are, you would not believe that I was tripping about this.
Yeah.
Person, this weak joker, because I'm talking about weak.
They're cowards.
Yeah.
Total cowards. They are the worst, man. They got the low. If you think your self-esteem is low, you'll never be underground. Their self-esteem is 20 miles underground.
Hario, do you think that's why they use cowardly tactics? The lies, the cheating, the deception? I know every time I've confronted my narc, she runs like as fast as she can until the fires calm down. And then when she dip her toe in the water and she feel like it's safe to come around again and start another round of deception, then she'll come back. I feel like their tactics are very cowardly. They know nothing of the truth. What is your take on that?
Man, my take on it is that first, cowardly. If you look up the word coward, narc is a picture of
There's a picture of him, right? I'm pretty sure it's right there, bro.
A picture of a narc right there. They are coward. They are weak, fragile. They're nowhere near the level you are. And that's why you are so fascinating to them, because they're like, wow, you're going to call me weak, but look what I was able to do to somebody who is strong. Look at
on it, right?
They're destroyed. Look at it, ready to kill itself. He's destroyed.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how they feel. That's why it makes them feel so good and so empowered that they're able to destroy true power. They were able to manipulate you and make you feel like you needed them.
Mm-hmm.
They all of us felt at one point like, I need this person in my life. And that was the furthest thing from the truth. Another thing, y'all, another thing I want you to know. And even for us who've been in entanglement for many years, we feel like we're in love with them. That's what the pain is. And, that's why it's so difficult to get away from this, because I still love the person. You do not love that person. Okay? You do not love that person. I know you think you do. You're infatuated with that person.
Would you call it codependence?
No, I'm going to call it what it is. You're infatuated.
But what's really the difference?
Infatuation and a part of codependency.
Well, I ain't no expert on that part. I know what I know. And what I know is that love has 3 components. God is love, is trust.
Right.
That's it. If you don't have trust, if you don't have one of those components, you have none of those components. Mm-hmm. God is love, is trust. Mm-hmm. None of you trusted that narc. Mm-mm. None of you trusted the narc. So therefore, love cannot grow, because we all think that we fall into to love. You grow into love. Mm-hmm. Love cannot grow where there is no trust. You are not free to love somebody that is not allowing you to love them.
I agree.
Okay?
I agree completely.
You cannot love somebody who does not agree to allow you to love them. They have to allow you to love them. And for them to allow you, they have to create a place where your love can be free, and trust is not going to be involved in anything that has to deal with a narcissist. So when I say you did not love them, I'm telling you, you cannot love somebody you did not trust.
I'm telling you right now, that's facts. I mean, I remember thinking, and think about it. All of us, just look back to that relationship that you were in, or excuse me, entanglement that you were in with that narcissist. You have to understand that it was your love for your entanglement that kept y'all afloat. It wasn't their love for you. It wasn't what they were doing for y'all. It was what you were doing for that entanglement in order for it to keep it afloat. Because if you were counting on them to love you the right way, it would have been dead and flown up creek without tissue paper. I'm telling you that right now. All right. I'm just keeping it thou out with you, man. And these people that we're dealing with, they have long since disconnected themselves from their spirit. That conscience that we all have that tells us right from wrong, they have long killed that thing off. They have disconnected themselves from it completely. So you're not going to get a rational thought, a rational reaction, or anything. I almost envy my narcissist because she can live in the moment and not care about the consequences. But I have to also respect myself to know that I am learning from each and every moment, that I'm gaining knowledge. These people don't learn from anything that they put people through. They just do it. They just do it. There is no learning from these people.
Man, listen. You're going to learn from a narc is you're going to learn that there is a such thing as a devil. The reason you don't look at them that way is because from childhood, from birth, you were taught that a devil was somebody with a red suit on who had horns and all that stuff. You weren't taught that, a devil was just like you. Matter of fact, what was that? He just quoted a scripture earlier talking about the devil. Mm-hmm. He was able to manipulate the angels in heaven. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So even the angels were amazed by how good the devil looked.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and if you don't mind, sir, the devil was actually a musician and was one of the freaking best-looking angels.
That's what I said.
It was the best-looking angel.
That's what I said. Exactly.
And the only freaking thing that freaking cast him out from heaven was he tried to challenge God, and that's the lore of it. But it's like, let's
Right. He said,
speak
I'm
about
gonna
that.
take this over. He said, I'm gonna take this over. And he was arrogant. His attitude was, and this is the thing you got to look at. He didn't just get cast out himself. It was a war in heaven.
He felt entitled
to manipulate other angels to go with him.
He was the original narcissist.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
He was
the first one. He was the first one. And now his minions are here. We're dealing with them. And we're learning that there is no, there is no having a fair fight with them or trying to get along, or there is no medium for them. They will not stop. I used to look at them like something I heard him say on the Terminator. He said on the first Terminator, he said they're cyborgs. They look like us, they smell like us, they talk like us, everything.
But they ain't us.
They destroy you.
But at the same time, I am looking at the point, at least with all the books that I have read and all of the things that I have read as a, because I have to look at this a lot. How can we help people and not just look at what, because not just look at what we look at this timeline right now.
I think the best thing to do is to help people by loving them, because love will teach you. A lot of the times we go into the situation where we don't really love ourselves enough, and especially when we're picking ourselves back up from this situation that we were in. It's really hard to love ourselves. We get to the point where we love ourselves so much, we almost become a narcissist. We start shunning people. Because you got to remember, the narcissist loves himself. That's what got them in this situation. They love themselves enough to use other people and not care about what they got going on. So I think the most important thing to do is to uplift yourself, encourage yourself. That way you can encourage other people. Like right now, I'm encouraging you all so I can encourage myself. I'm empowering you all to empower myself. That way we all can be better. We can fortify our hearts. That way we can build calluses on our heart to be stronger than what we were whenever we were naive in that moment.
You know what, dude? Calluses on our hearts is the last thing I was expecting.
Got to do that work. Got to put that in, But you know what? Also, you got to understand that this war is interior. This is spiritual. This is interior. You got to go inward in order to heal from this. You can't look outward. We're always looking outward. You got to heal something that's inside. And it's not physical. Even though it has physical circumstances that come with it, but we all have to heal inward.
What is it?
And that is what is always what the devil doesn't want you to do, is to actually heal.
Well, you being able to heal,
I can't remember that.
destroys the devil. You having the ability to heal is actually what destroys it, because the devil has a mission. Okay? He has a mission, and if his mission is not accomplished, he's destroyed. He's done everything he could do, and he failed. He already knows, if I can't destroy you, then I'll be destroyed.
The devil never wants you to heal.
To experience the outer.
He doesn't want you to rebuild.
Oh no,
the devil never wants you to heal.
Well, I think the main thing to really remember is that, and I think that's one thing we always forget, is that praise also confuses the enemy. So start clapping, start shouting.
Yes.
Right, thank you.
Clap your
Because
hands.
this is just dark.
Be happy, because if you start praising the fact that you're out of the situation, that narcissist is gonna be over here like, what? This person is excited that I left them down dirty? Absolutely. I'm glad you dropped me like a hot potato. I'm glad you left me down in the dumps because now I'm at a place where I can heal and know what I'm made of this
enemy.
time.
Praise always confuses the enemy.
You know what? Okay, so on my last note, because I like to sit back and like, you know, listen to what's going on and, you know, everybody's you know, take on everything. But you know, I still kind of want to uplift on a positive note, you know. We give, like I was saying when you know, my initial statement was, you know, we give so much power and energy to the naughty behavioral patterns of the damn narc that we don't give enough energy and positivity on enough energy to getting out of it. Let's talk about what you gonna do. Let's connect with one another. Let's talk to each other. Okay, yeah, we said that, but let's put more emphasis on that. You know, the narcissist already know, just like we already know. And so I really think that, you know, we all need to just start putting more energy and effort into not understanding you know, how you gonna sit and look at a trash can and understand what's in the trash? You know, leave it alone. Leave it alone and move and look away from the trash can, trying to figure out what you done put in there, and go get something else. Move forward, move along with praise and everything else. I kind of like, you know, came to my conclusion.
See, the thing is
Love Bomb Wednesdays.
You're dealing with spiritual warfare.
Yeah, but Harry, okay, so Harry, I'm gonna like just, you know, just go back and forth with you because, you know, we're not. But listen, I feel like, yes, we are dealing with spiritual warfare, and with that being said, choose a side and give it the energy. Don't get stuck. Damn them. Because like we going into today's psychology. How about we had a psychology before? We were all happy.
Listen,
you know, we were all happy at once.
The art of war is knowing your opponent.
Know your opponent. I read that book. I love it, but I will not get washed up in trying to.
Hold up a second. If you are
I can't hear it because it's a lot of people.
If you're at war and you do not know you do not know the potential of your opponent, that is why we are sitting here right now, because nobody did the work to find out and tell us this is a monster, this is a devil. We're fighting the devil.
The devil, y'all.
Nobody did the work. That's why we're here right now.
Right, but with the war, with the war.
Hold on a second.
Look.
Nobody did the work because everybody said, no, you know what? They'll be okay and we'll be okay. And it never happened. Nobody's okay.
Nope.
Nobody, right. I understand that. But once you have knowledge of your enemy, you and you know, you can beat your enemy. This is like kind of different, you know. It's not like it's a different type of war, because once you have knowledge of your enemy, that's your best thing, especially dealing with mental, spiritual warfare. You have to know. A lot of people just did not know. So this is where you guys in the channels and, you know, people who know and just was like, wait a minute, hold on, I'm about to let everybody know about y'all. You know, that's where y'all come in, which is the beautiful thing. But like dude said earlier, once he heard, it's like a light bulb. That's your energy to take that knowledge. Like, okay, it's not me. You know what I'm saying? It's not just me. It's not that I'm, not good enough for dude or I'm not good enough for old girl or whatnot. This is a real thing. This is a thing out here. So, okay, cool. So it's not just me. So then pick up it just for me, I was able to, just by listening and going by your stuff, it helped me to understand, okay, it's not just me, so I don't feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Now I get an ego boost. I think that we all need, it's not ego is a healthy thing, a healthy ego. You know what I'm saying? And so what the narcissist does is take it from you, take your ego from you, so that he can feed itself. It can feed itself, but we need to start boosting our ego, because the more that we continue to try to figure this thing out, it ain't nothing else to figure out. It's like figuring out trash. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with it. Start to boost your self ego. And if we don't know how to do that, okay, we understand. It's not rocket science. Hey, narcissists are bad. You know what I'm saying? They do dumb stuff, and you want to sit and keep talking about what they did. I have a story. I have a narcissist mom, stepmom. I don't say it, because why give them the energy? Why give them the energy and tell the story? Forget them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give myself the energy. I want to reach out. I want to reach out and ask you guys, what did you guys do? So when I want to, heal, I ask, how do I heal? What is it that you guys did? That's the stories. I do want to know, what I'm dealing with as far as the art of war. But how do you heal? It's like going to war and not having a nurse system there to heal your wounds. I would like to know, what is it? What are some great things, like you said?
Listen, it's exactly the deal. If you're when you go to the hospital, the doctor has to know exactly what's wrong,
right?
He can prescribe.
Definitely.
Now, the reason he can prescribe something to you is because he had to go to school for years to find out why you need that medication, what that illness is doing to whatever part of your body that is doing. He had to take that training.
So what is my medication?
Community.
Let me tell you. Community. It's very important
what are some? There's different medications. What are some medications?
I agree. I think that what you're searching for is somebody to teach you how to be you. I understand being lost.
No.
Being lost in a situation.
I'm saying how to
understand
heal.
Is while we're out here seeking healing. Hold on just a moment. While we're out here seeking healing, while we're out here seeking how to be better for ourselves, we have to remember that a candle doesn't lose any light by lighting another candle, and understanding that all you require is you at the end of the day. So when we're in these groups talking to one another, trying to relate and things of that nature, all of us are in different stages of the healing process. But when it boils down to actually understanding how we're going to grasp our spirit, how we're going to hold on to ourselves, we have to boost our self-esteem, not our ego. And your self-esteem is how you feel about yourself. It cannot be taken away from you. That is something that you possess within yourself. And I really do feel like
it
all
can
of
be
us
taken away, though. We have to be realistic
to boost our
and honest,
self-esteem, and not necessarily our ego.
I think that the ego and self-esteem kind of goes hand in hand. There is a such thing as a healthy self-esteem, and it all kind of plays within itself, ego, self-esteem, whatnot. But what I'm saying is, I'm not looking for, me personally, I'm not looking for somebody. I am looking for positivity. I'm looking for the light, even like the overall, the blanket statement, the blanket light, because like I said, the narcissist has so much power that we have channels on, what they did and what they did wrong and what had happened and who hurt and everybody. Okay, cool. That's understanding. Man, that helped me. That's the only reason why, I'm okay, or I'm trying to become better every day. So I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying that. I'm not looking for someone to validate me. I'm not looking for any of that. What I'm simply saying is I'm looking for positivity. So we talk about the light, but I think that it would be great if we could actually discuss the light. Once for the people, there are different levels of this stuff. Man, I was super low. I was crying, didn't want to move and all this other stuff. I mean, it's all true. But it's all true that everybody say, you will get past it, right? You'll get past it, right? So with that being said, let's talk about that part, because some people are almost there. Just like everybody's hurt. Okay, cool. Why don't you can't go wrong with a little positivity. Hey, when you get past this, start doing this. Just more positive. Pull me up. Look, I'm almost there. I got a hand up here. I'm almost there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might not be there, but maybe once I get up there and know how to get up there.
Hario, can I make one last comment before you
go ahead.
Get us there? Miss Lady, I just want to tell you something, all right? So
my name is Cheryl, guys. My name is Cheryl.
I'm sorry, I didn't know your name. I didn't know your name. I was calling you Miss Lady out of respect.
Okay, brother David.
Cheryl, so this is what I want to tell you. This is my knowledge of the situation, okay? The narcissist conquered us by dividing and conquering us, okay? They isolated us from our friends. They isolated us from our families. They isolated us from our passions. They isolated us from our dreams. These people are very good at isolation. My ex-narc is the isolation queen, right? So she isolated me from everything in order to get me where she wanted me. It's called divide and conquer, right? So these demons,
that was done to me.
They isolate you. They get you alone, because when you're alone is when a human being is their most vulnerable. We want to be puffed up with pride like the devil, but we are vulnerable creatures. God created us with an inherent ability to need other people. That's why it's a church. That's why it's called the body of Christ. We're not individuals. We're part of a larger body. So if you want to talk about healing, I'm really going to drop the science right now. Are you ready? Are you ready?
No, because I already know about God.
No, I'm not going to talk about God.
That's the reason why I'm able. God makes us strong as well. I just feel like it's starting to become like a pity party. I'm just being honest.
The answer to your question is community. You want to know how I healed? I healed from community, because my narcissist isolated me, okay? And when I was alone and I was in the darkest place of my life, I turned on the internet, and God led me to a place that I didn't know he was going to lead me to. He led me to Bishop T.D. Jakes. He led me to Bishop R.C. Blakes. And he
led me to Hario.
Do you know?
And I love it. But I'm just saying, everybody heals differently. And, you have to have strength. I feel like people have to have strength. I'm not going to,
this family has helped me. This family's been the only thing that's helped me, because I was weak by myself. The narcissist had isolated me, and once I found
maybe that's why we're all on this channel together right now. Is because you probably need, people need strength as well. Okay, you gotta have strength in order. You gotta accept that what's going on. I got some stories to tell, but it's not all about just keep on weeping. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking about me.
It's support for me.
Support is cool, but now it's time. Sometimes it's time for you to make decisions. You have to. Everybody on this channel does not need a crying shoulder all the time. People need to know it's time for you all and us all, we all, to make a decision. I have had horrible experiences. I have had guns pulled on me from narcissists. I've been cussed out. I don't have time to sit and continue to worry about that. It's time to make a decision. Are you going to swim or are you going to sink? And that is what infants need to know what to do.
Hario says, love yourself.
Stop crying. I just feel like, okay, enough. Stop crying. Stop crying and do what it is that you need to do to pull out of your situation. Stop trying to analyze people. You already know that there's narcs. They're awful. Let's talk about them. And what is it that you did today to fix it? That's how I feel. Like that, get it done. Get it done.
And Hario keeps saying, love yourself. That's the solution. Love yourself.
And if you love yourself, you'll know, okay, no more games. I know it ain't no chessboard in front of me. And if you got a chessboard, then move it along. It's not for me, because I love myself. I care for myself, and I won't play around with myself. This is what I'm getting ready to do.
Yeah, so see the forest for the trees. See the forest for the trees. See Hario for what he's doing. He talks about
trees are meant to be cut down and stepped on. Let's go. Man, I'm a doer. Let's go. Okay, cut the tree down. If the trees is blocking your sight, cut the tree down and step on it. Okay, we all have that. We got it. We got it. Just like the narcs got strength, we got strength as well. I'm a super empath, I guess. I don't even like to say that.
Oh, hold on. So
get it done.
The major thing here is, at the end of the day, people, first, we are here because this is all about helping everybody. We're not cutting some people off, pushing some people along, doing whatever. We're not speedballing the process. Everybody's going to get this when they get it. But we're not leaving anybody behind. Nobody's getting left behind. So whatever speed
it's not great
people are on, that's the speed that they're on. But we're not leaving anybody behind. I'm not leaving anybody that needs help, anybody that's looking for answers. I get there are new people in the chat every single day, because guess what? There are narcissists every single day. Every day. Destroying families, that are destroying people.
Yeah.
That are absolutely just all about mayhem, disrespect, undermining. There are people out here every single day.
Every day.
Their only mission in life is to destroy. They don't want people hearing this message in this chat. They want to disrupt it. They want to disrupt it. So in this room, everybody's getting through. We're not leaving anybody behind. Everybody coming in, and y'all got to remember this. I've said this many times. You got to learn how to protect your energy, because this devil is watching. You think that they not watching? And you think that the devil don't see the amount of people being affected by what's going on in here?
Right.
Not just in this room. There's several rooms like this. People are now talking. This devil running out of places to go. Before you know it, now narcissism and narcissistic terms are being used on daily programming. They're on CNN. They're on your 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
They're talking about it. And the reason that they're talking about it is because this phenomenon is far bigger than COVID. It's far bigger than everything else out here. It's bigger than all of us even think that it is. So, no, we're not going to rush past it. We're not going to jump to this speed or that speed because of one or two or how many other people. We're going to keep this right here, because the people who really want to help other people, they're going to reach back and grab those people. They're reaching back. They're leaving comments. They're saying, hey, you know what? I did this. Because like I said, people can hear my voice. People can hear my voice, but people also look at the comments. They're looking at other voices that are backing what I'm telling you. And that, my friends, is what hurt this devil more than anything. It's not that it's just me. It's me with a bunch of people saying the same thing, because that means that person is going to tell somebody, and that person is going to tell somebody, and now
like fire.
Before you know it, we got a 5-alarm fire out here. So, we're going to keep on. Wildfire. We're going to go into the new year.
Those that have ears,
it's a whole new attitude. It's a new attitude, and we're not going to go in there with the fear that we started out with this year. This year, Andrew, we trying to learn a whole lot. We stuck in the house, dealing with COVID, so we're being isolated. We're dealing with isolation in your own town, in your own house. But we're going into the next year. We're going into the next year. We're armed. Now you know what you got to do. See, one of those
This stuff
isn't one with a gun or a knife. This
No.
is done and is won by you connecting with yourself. They can
fight.
when you reconnect with yourself. There's nothing they can do to fight that because this devil is depending. This devil is banking on everybody listening to somebody. Everybody we've been used to being sheep. We just follow whatever way they're hurting us, they're leading us into. So now we're doing something that requires you to be an individual. An individual, everybody's going to make it through this. And guess what, people? Nobody's getting left behind. Not one person. We're not leaving anybody behind. So,
that is such a powerful statement.
Amen.
Wonderful hanging out with y'all tonight. And what? Tomorrow night we're gonna hang out for New Year's. It's gonna be a party for New Year's. Celebrate. We won. We won. I looked at the scoreboard and we way up on the scoreboard.
All right.
Y'all dig?
Right on.
All right. God bless everybody in their thing, you know, in their situations. Thank you guys so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it being a part of the group. I see y'all tomorrow.
Y'all had a lot of really good things to say tonight. Bless y'all.
Amen.
Bless you guys.
Incredible, people. It was incredible hanging out tonight, man. We got so much done. And we're going to have a vent day. You did?
Yeah.
Vent night.
Harry, you're on point, man. You're on point.
A whole lot more done. You get a whole lot more done.
And this man was on point tonight, too.
There you go, man. There you go. But at the end of the
science, I like the Dragon Ball reference. E40. What? Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all, look. We're going to kick this thing off tomorrow night, man. About 11-ish. And we're going into the new year, man. And we're going into the new year with a new perspective, a new promise to self. You dig?
Man, I dig it.
Man, we survivors. We winning, man. We winning. We actually won. Gotta claim that victory. That's it.
I believe and receive that, brother. I think the most important thing about this is everybody can look around and say, me too. And that's one of the most encouraging statements to hear. Me too, and how can I help? And that's exactly what we're all doing for one another.
Yes. Me
community. Hey, community, right?
Hey, community, man. It's
community. Absolutely.
We've been working with each other for this whole year. And look at where we at now, man.
And what's stronger? Hey, what's stronger? One twig or a whole bundle of branches, right?
There you go, man. And that's what we're going to keep doing, man. We are not going to stop. We are not going to stop. We are survivors, man. So I'm going to check y'all tomorrow, man. It was great hanging out with y'all.
Blessings, brother. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
God bless you, Hario.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Peace.